Yes, guys, and welcome back to the Irish Hotspur with your boy Big Dave for the big watch along today as Tottenham take on Luton, which I absolutely cannot wait for. Really excited about. But guys, just running a few checks here because it is me doing it today. Just give me a thumbs up or a mic check in the comment section below. That would be absolutely brilliant. Just let me know if you can hear me. That would be absolutely awesome in that regard. But I can absolutely not wait for this. I am absolutely pumped. And also, don't forget, Nick will be joining me for today's watch along as well. He's just had to run downstairs and accept a package. But look, let's start with the lineups. Let's go through them. Or actually, I'll wait for Nick to come back and we'll go through the lineups and we'll just welcome some people in here. Good evening, Tekken. Good to see you. He says, whenever our cockerels fight, we will take flight. Mashup of Luton supporter Paul Young song from 1993. Hopefully they'll be running for their hats. And we fly off with 3 points. Suez more lads. Come on, you Spurs. Big up, Tekken. Good to see you in the house. Nick, how you keeping, my man?
I'm good, my man. I'm good. Sorry, I had to take a little run off there, kick the son out the door. Luckily, he's at the age where he can become other people's problems now.
Absolutely.
Push him out the door. There's a match on, man. I'm doing good, man. You know, oddly enough, I cannot see you on the Video Ninja side. I can hear you perfectly clear.
Don't worry about that. It's just my OBS. For some reason, the camera won't show in the OBS and the Video Ninja.
Gotcha.
So don't worry about that. As long as you can hear me, that's all that matters. Everyone else is saying they can hear me. Some says, Dave, sounds like you are using a laptop mic and not a normal mic. I should be using a normal mic. But look, we'll keep going with it. Everyone else is saying I'm good. Let me know if you can hear Nick as well, and then we are good to go. Like I said, we usually have Jack. You know, that's how privileged I am. We usually have Jack doing all this stuff. But today it's on my shoulders, and things went way too well yesterday for there not to be a mistake today. But Nick, we will run through the lineups. Of course, Vicario starts in goals. Pedro Porro at right back, Udogie at left back with Romero and Dragusin being rolled out yet again at centre back with Mickey van de Ven taking place on the bench. In midfield it is Bissouma, Papamassar and Maddison with Kulusevski on the right, Son through the middle and Werner on the left. And just to give you guys the bench, because I know a lot of you guys out there like knowing who is on the bench, we have Pierre-Emile Forsberg, Big Rich. I presume he's not fit enough to start, but hopefully he comes on and bags himself a goal today. We do love the proo around here. Emerson Royale, Giovanni Lo Celso, Brennan Johnson, Bentancur, Davies, Van de Ven and Austin. A very strong bench, which we'll get onto in a minute. But Nick, what's your thoughts on Dragusin starting over Van de Ven? Van de Ven either not 100% fit enough to play tonight or being held back for West Ham.
Listen, I'm actually assuming it's tactical. I got a lot to say about this game in particular and how it's going to pan out the rest of our season. I like to see it. That's exactly what I wanted to see, man. Dragusin needs to prove himself right now. Yeah. And against this Luton team, I did a little bit of homework, man. He can dominate our penalty box, and he needs to show. I need to see dominance from two people, and that's Radu Dragusin and Yves Bissouma on this match, man. Everything's there for them to stamp the reason why they're in this team, and they should be given a starting place when the opportunity's there. Mickey van de Ven, it's fine, but we've got a game on Tuesday. All the stars are aligned for Ange to make these decisions right now. These guys should be stepping up, man. I'm happy to see it. I would have started Richie if he was fit too, but things are as they are.
Look, I would have went with Richie down the middle. Jack made a great point during the week. You should be trying to get your 2 top goal scorers into the team for the final 10 games of the season. But Nick, in terms of Dragusin then, do you think it could be tactical that we are looking to use his maybe aerial ability, knowing that that's what Luton's main threat is, right? They look to get the ball into their striker, get him to hold it up, play off him, but also from set pieces, they do take advantage of them. They've got big boys who throw themselves at the ball. Do you think it's more tactical then?
I absolutely think it is, man. I absolutely think that's why he's here. We need the height. We need the aerial ability. He needs to sit back there. He's not going to be doing the Van de Ven job. He's not going to be doing the recovery, covering for everybody. Everybody else has to step up and play their position correctly. He's got to guard our penalty box, man. And he's got to make himself. We've got 10 games left in this season, and we've got other center backs. I want him to be doing everything he can to rile the opposition up outside of getting thrown off. man. I want to see physicality and I want to see brutality right now, man. Because you know what? If he gets it, if he, God forbid, something bad happens, we do have backup right now. It's time to use it, man.
No, 100%. Look, I think it'd be wise. That is an area that Luton look to exploit, and I would say with with the Vicario as well, they might look to exploit him. Like other teams have done from set pieces. So he'll have to stay aware, and if he needs help, he will have to call in someone. But interesting. But the good news is, at least we should have a fully fit Van de Ven ready to go against West Ham, which for me is where he's more needed. Stopping the likes of Bowen and stuff like that. Moving into the midfield, though, Nick, no changes. Actually, just quickly, I want to say on Dragoson, against Fulham a couple of weeks ago, just before the international break, I'm not blaming him for the defeat because he put in some great blocks and stuff. But what he done earlier on was stuff that Eric Dyer used to do. When he went to pass the ball out to Brennan Johnson, he put it out over the sidelines. And I just feel it made everyone else maybe a bit nervous around them and stuff like that. So for me, I want to see him assured in his passing earlier on. Make sure he finds the right man. And let's start off on the right foot. But Nick, moving into midfield, Bissouma, Sarr, Maddison, no change, despite many people saying maybe it needed to be changed up. Could have brought in maybe Rodrigo Bentancur. I mean, are you okay with that with that midfield tree today? Do you think it's good enough?
I'm not surprised at all.
Teams have exploited it.
Yeah, the only question that I would have had is possibly maybe not start Maddison, and I got reasons for that. Bissouma, I know a lot of people say, no, it's his time is up at the moment, and we need to be putting other people on better form in right now. Against Luton, right now, if he's not going to do it right now, then he's not going to do it for the rest of the year. Yeah. So when are you going to put him in for the rest of the year? You're going to have him pissed off on the bench and have to have him cover for somebody gets injured? That's not the way to do it. He needs to take that fire that's up his ass from not getting picked from Ollie, and he needs to show it on the pitch for his club right now. If we have very, very good games from Dragoson and Bissouma, then we win this match no problem. If they go missing through this match, then we got a problem. We can have great games from everybody else, but if something's wrong down that spine, Luton's going to exploit it. And they're a very one-dimensional team in attack and defense. But if our spine is weak, then they're going to run rampant. And I think that there's no reason why Bissouma shouldn't have a great game. I'm a little bit superstitious, man. I remember what happened against Luton last time. It's time for him to turn that around.
No, 100%. Look, and it's a real opportunity to show him how far he's come since that game. Go out there and put on a masterclass performance. But, Nick, I think the problem we've got with someone like Bissouma is he doesn't have an expansive passing range, which means anytime he gets the ball, he either has to dribble it or he has to pass it short to other players. And what that then does is opposition.
A little bit. I'm gonna let you finish. I dispute that, but yes, okay. I see why you might say that.
Or either he chooses not to show it. He might have it, but chooses not to show it. And what that allows then is everyone knows it's going to be a short pass, so they push up all the wing back options. They push up onto the other midfielders and get a lot of pressure very quickly on Bissouma, and that he gets caught a lot of times because of that. I feel like if he started expanding his passing a lot more, teams wouldn't be so quick to press him. Teams wouldn't be so quick to press, and we would have different options to be able to play out. And for me, if he doesn't show that over this next 10 games, I want someone in here in the summer that will, because I think it would help us massively with some of the runners and some of the options we have off. I just think with Bissouma, everything has to be short, and it's very easy to get the press on.
Yeah, you know what? I see what you're saying, man. It's because we haven't seen it, is what you're saying. That. But I've seen Bissouma drop dimes across field. I've seen it happen. I've seen him play through balls. But what he doesn't have right now is confidence in himself. And he doesn't have the gusto that we got when we brought him into this club. I don't know if that has something to do with Conte. I don't know if it's all the other stuff that happened in the middle of this season. But what I need to see is the gung-ho, the adventurous, a little bit of the pirate in him that says, you know what, if I have to take the ball and run it through this midfield myself, I will do that, because I think that possibility is there with the way Luton plays. But he's got to be dictated. He's got to be the quarterback. I don't want to see Maddison dropping down and taking that role. Yeah. Bissouma is perfectly capable of putting a half field pass through, man, and putting a through ball in there. I know he can do it. I've seen it. He's just not being brave enough to do it. He's going to need a little help and support, defensively and recovery from his inverted fullbacks and from Pape Sarr as well. But I don't want to. he's got to put his personality, stamp it into this match today.
Yeah, no, 100%. But look, I think we both agree that he needs to show that passing range, 100% on that. But look, you said you had your quick thoughts on Maddison, so let's have a quick discussion on him before we move into that the front line. I mean, what's your thoughts on Maddison heading into this then?
I like Maddison a lot, and I was clamoring for him to get in, but I don't know if you remember way back when we first met, I was like, no way, I don't want Maddison because he goes missing. Yeah. And we see it. And I don't think it's just, people were talking about it earlier today on other watch along, on other build-ups that, Leicester fans complained about it all the time, gets injured, takes him a while to get back, et cetera, et cetera. That's what we're seeing. But I think that there's another factor in that he's never really had competition for his position at all. And I think that him being dropped for the possibility that there may be another person in there tactically that may do a better job, like Kulusevski in the 10. I think he needs to, have an extra fire lit under him. Yeah. Whereas we may have to be bringing in somebody really, and I know a lot of people have talked about it, but really challenge him for that position. But you know what? Hey, Ange says he wants his best 11 that he thinks in the team right now to show what they can do. I agree 100%. I just don't want to see him dropping back, man. I agree with Jose what he was saying to you earlier today, man. I want him up as a real 10, as possibly in a second striker position where he could be dictating in and around making goals happen,
Do you know what? Sometimes I have no problem if Maddison is dropping back to pick up that ball off their centre half. Sometimes, you can be double marked or the space ain't there. And there's nothing worse than a player just standing there not looking to make angles and look to get on the ball, especially a creative player. But what I have a problem is when he receives it off the centre backs, he gives it back to them and jogs off. That's something I used to berate Harry Winks for. Looking pretty, and stuff like that, looking like he wants to get involved but not actually doing it. A real top-level midfielder, a guy that's full of confidence, a guy that really wants to be at the top level. He gets turned on that ball. We had it with Luka Modric for years. Gets turned on that ball and starts making things happen. For me, I think Maddison is very guilty at times of just getting sucked in with everyone doing the 5-10 yard passes and stuff like that without actually realising, getting it in his head that he's there to stop that. He's there to be the guy to play others in and stuff like that. And for me, I think it needs to click with him. I really do think there's still something to click with him. I think there's a much better player in there. And for me, he has to come out and show it now. There's a reason why he doesn't start for England. Look at the players he's up against. Bellingham, week in, week out at Real Madrid, affects games. Phil Foden at Man City, week in, week out, affects games. Maddison does it every so often, and the excuse of he's getting back from injury now is done. He's had more than long enough, and hopefully he can carry that confidence from the assist for England into today's game. But I think he would definitely benefit from some competition next season to keep him at the races all game long. And then, Nick, we'll get into the forward line and then we'll start going through the chat and hearing what others have to say ahead of this game. But Kulusevski, Son, Werner coming in on the left. Look, I'm not surprised with the Werner selection. Brennan Johnson did play for Wales over the international break. Werner didn't go on international duty. So I'm not surprised with him coming on the left. And Johnson didn't do himself any favours. He's not good enough against teams that play a low block. But Son through the middle, Kulusevski, they really struggled against Fulham. I mean, how do we get these guys fit and firing? Are you expecting goals out of this front line today?
I think that the opportunities are going to be there, and I think it's going to be the usual. I think it's going to be the low crosses from the corners, which is a little bit frustrating. I think we should be making more happen down the middle because the opportunity is there with the midfield. The midfield is not there with this Luton team. I don't care how much you like Ross Barkley or not. He's just not the guy for me, especially and defensively too. Chong, Harris. They can score, but I haven't seen anything from them solidly that can deal with quality up front. But we all know that being clinical has been our major issue. That's how we've dropped points. Really. Last match aside, when everything was a shambles. I would have preferred to see Richie up front and Son on the left. I think that our best goal scorers, as you said, I got to agree with that. But it's tough. For me, it comes down to kind of how you use Kulusevski. If Kulusevski is playing more, is leaning more in. I'm not talking about cutting in. I'm talking about actually playing a little more inside, inverted, if you will, into the midfield. and being that foil where he can hold up the ball and he can put people through and he can put a player like Son through so Son can finish off those chances. That's going to be very hard for them to deal with, man. You know, and then Werner's pace. Yeah, okay. You know, I see it's going to be very difficult, man. It's going to be very difficult. We have to put their fullbacks under pressure. We can't give them enough time. We have to let them worry about defense more than offense. We can't let them have the time to put those balls in. And if they do, Radu's got to step up.
Yeah. No, massively he does. Look, when it comes to the forward line, for me, I think, all season long it's been a bit of trial and error and stuff like that. Look, Werner the Burner, hopefully he can come in and put in a good performance down that side. Kulusevski, he's really going to have to step up. He's had a good international break for Sweden with a couple of assists there. Hopefully he can step up here today. And Son, he didn't show up for 75 minutes against Aston Villa, then came to life, didn't show up against Fulham whatsoever. For me, I want to see a really good performance from him today. He's the captain, he's the leader, he's the guy that needs to set the tone, set the standard for, heading into these next 10 games, very crucial 10 games. It's put up or shut up time, it's do or die, it's business end of the season, and we have to start today.
Is that a flag of Richie?
Huh?
Did you see that flag they're waving? I
No.
think it's Richie's pigeon.
Look, I hope he comes on. I'd love for him to get a goal. It'd be great for his confidence heading into the final 10 games of the season. But look, I will get onto the chat. Jack's usually a lot quicker at this than I am, so I'll get onto it now before kickoff, guys. But we have K32. Hello, lads from sunny Ireland. Looking forward to listening to you guys, and hopefully we get the 3 points. Love you guys. Big up, K32. Really appreciate it. Let's go, my man. Big up, Mark Coys as well. Good to see you in the building. Shem Tam says, hey, Dave, looking for a 3-1 score. Need Bissouma and Maddison to really step up today. Absolutely spot on. Lou Prasad says, come on, you mother effing Spurs. If we don't win today, I'm done with the season. I'll start my close season Saturday, then drinking earlier than usual. Look, if we don't win today, there's no excuses. There's nowhere to hide. Robin Owens, good day, everyone. Come on, you Spurs. King Huddle says, come on, you Spurs. Emily Dunn saying, don't forget to like and subscribe. Grab yourself a membership and have your say on the fan show on Monday. What a way to support the guys, or get your super chats in. Really appreciate that. Big up, Martin. Hopefully you're keeping well. Hopefully the mother's all right as well. Afternoon, boys, here we go, and let's collect those 3 points today. Come on, you Spurs. Steve Wilson says, happy Easter, guys. I'm going for a 4-3 win. Big up, Stephen Wilson. Big up the Owl as well. Come on, you Spurs. Looking for a clear 3-goal win today. No excuses. I'm with you on that. K32 has gone 5-0. Carmen Gomez says, come on, you Spurs. Nomad says, I expect a positive result today. Who else have we got? Got Scooter Reacts. Morning, Dave and chat. Can't wait for the kickoff, boys. Big up to all. Come on, you Spurs. Some game, the West Ham and Newcastle game. I didn't get to watch it, but I'll watch the highlights later on. Big up Shawnee Maddox as well. Great to see you. Big Mike. Great to see you in the house, my man. Scotty Hynam as well. Great to see you. Let's go, he says. We also have... Scarerco says, nice to not have the race Van de Ven back from injury. Give him the extra few days to bring... Give him the extra few days and bring him in for Tuesday. Same as Richie. I absolutely agree with that. Big yourself up. Make sure we're not missing anyone, guys. I am behind, so I'm working my way through the chat. Big up Seti as well. Oh, sometimes I wish I had a Seti to hide behind. I'm Romanian, and I can see that Dragosin is a bit overhyped. Interesting. We'll have a look at that today. We'll get a good example of him today. Also, Dark Sun G says, come on, you Spurs. Let's win today. Great match. West Ham and Newcastle. Everyone's saying that. Looks like I've missed an absolute belter. Nick, were you privileged to watch that game today?
I saw the first half, man. I saw a lot of people rolling on the floor, and then I had to get ready, man. But I don't know. Do we know how it ended? Is it still going on?
I'm not sure. I do not know. People in the chat, give us a score update on that. But big up Dark Sun G, my man. Really appreciate the support. Let's go today, my man. We also have Dean Slater, or Dean Salter says, after the Villa game, we were believing our own hype after the Fulham match last time out. We will win today. I really do hope so, Deanie boy. Rooty 2, great to see you in the house. DJ Samuel says, come on, you Spurs. Great to see you as always, DJ. Destiny 5 says, come on, you Spurs. Good evening, Danny Darko as well. Great to see you. We have Shawnee Maddox, hashtag Dave for Chirpy. Should we play Academy lads on the bench? I think the under-21s had a game earlier on today, so a lot of them wouldn't have been available to come onto the bench today. Look, for me, I think instead of wasting time with Giovanni Lo Celso, I think someone like Donnelly would have benefited from 20-25 minutes here today, coming on for Maddison and seeing what he can do in that regard. But it looks like Postecoglou really wants to test out these senior players and see who's with him, see who's not, and sort of separate the chaff from the wheat or whatever it's called. Shawnee Maddox, but big up and get Dave for chirpy trending. I love that. Views on Spurs says, let's be honest, Bissouma has been very underwhelming that he has so far this season.
100%.
Maybe Conte wasn't the whole problem. Tot943 says, come on you Spurs, good to see you in the house. Dark Sun G, I really appreciate the support, brother. Nick, he says it's the perfect time for Bissouma to find his form because his form started to fade from Luton away. We should beat Luton 6-0 on paper, but let's see. Werner, time.
Well, he's got to make up for it, man. If he goes on and misses a sitter and then scores a banger every other game, for the rest of the season, I'll be fine with that. That means he's got to score this one, without a doubt. He's got to pull up his socks and make something happen, man. And big up Dark Sun G. He and I are on the same page as usual, man. It's time for Bissouma to show the player that we know that he is.
Yeah. Huge opportunity for him today. And look, with Salzburg's quotes during the week, it's now up to Bissouma to prove that Ange made the right decision in that regard. So let's see how he handles it today, Dark Sunji. But a huge game, brother, and really appreciate the support. Good to see you, Mikey Davies. Hopefully you're keeping well. It sounds like the mic is capturing lots of inputs. Everyone else, let us know if you're having the same problem. Paul Connor says, hiya guys, come on you Spurs, just about to board flight to Malta. See you on the other side. Enjoy your holiday, sir. Hopefully you have a great time. Also, Gonzo Football, hit the like and let's go. Smash them. Come on you Spurs. Great to see you in the building. Davey Ginola as well. Big up, mate. Great to see you. Along with Lee Harvey. Hopefully you're keeping well today as well. Stevie Wilson as well. Happy Easter, Davey Boy 4-3. Good to see you. Ed Sweating says, big up, Dave. Won't be able to watch the game today as it's my daughter's birthday, but see you return to our best this week. Well, first of all, go and enjoy your daughter's birthday and wish her a happy birthday from all of us here at the Irish Hotspur, and hopefully you have a great day. Leanne Roll was a good player, not anymore. Good to see you in the building. Hopefully you keep well. Paul Wiley's gone away for Easter weekend, the lucky boy. He's gone to enjoy himself. Jacko has. Derek Hutchinson, good to see you. Hopefully you're keeping well, my man. Colour Sexy Football in with us. Great to see you in the building. Hopefully you're keeping well. K32 says, Dave, must tell you that I love this channel. Always look forward to it when Spurs are playing. Do you know what? I really appreciate that, and hopefully there's many more people out there in the same. Big up Coyce Forever as well. Good to see you in the building. Who else have we got here? Big Mike says, it's a must win, no excuses. 3 points. Come on, you Spurs. Exactly. Nowhere to hide today. There is no excuses if we lose. We'll just have to take humble pie, but we should not be dropping. There's no margin for error anymore. We have to be picking up maximum points in these games. Really appreciate the support, Big Mike. Drew Zilla, big up, everyone. Good to see you in the house. Big up Georgie as well. Great to see you. And then also Drew Zilla has gifted out 10 memberships. Really appreciate that. And Alexander... Destiny 5, My Joker Davies, Tom Darko, Jesse Arnold, Dave Tyson, Paul Langsworth, Jason G, Mojo Matzi and Quincy B. Please say a massive thank you to Drew Zilla and his generosity there. Really appreciate it, my man. Really do. You don't need to do that. Absolutely really appreciate that, brother. We are 1 minute out from kickoff though, but big up Drew. Let's go, my man. Let's go and get them points today. And then Coyce Forever says, need a big win today, lads. Come on, you Spurs. Nick, we are 1 minute out from kickoff. So we'll sort of transition from this into the kickoff. I mean, does performance matter today, or does it just get 3 points on the board by hook or crook?
No way, man. I think that the players also know right now that they have to put in something that the fan base can be proud of, that the manager can be proud of right now. Just squeaking by, forget about dropping points. Would be unacceptable, 100%. But they have to really prove that they deserve European football.
Yeah.
100%, man. And every game has to be like that. But this one in particular, a poor performance here is just not going to cut it. And their reasons, Fulham out, tacticked us without a doubt. But we weren't able to deal with their press when it came in, and our pass accuracy was shocking. Yeah. Just, our positional play, awareness of where our teammates were, which is just ridiculous, man. Yeah. I saw some things from Sarr that I'd never seen. that I hadn't seen all season and even the season before. I'm chalking that for him in particular down to a fluke. But if I see anything like that, it's going to major red flags, man. We need a full dominant performance from here and kick that off for the rest of the season.
No, absolutely spot on. For me, performance. Look, I know some people say performance doesn't matter. We have a potential being slapped 3-0 next week. I get it. But a good performance today would give me a bit of hope heading into these next 10 games. But we are just about to kick off here. So, guys, bear with me, and then I will get you up your match stats, which will be live as the game goes along as well. So you can see them. Just waiting for kickoff. The trumpet guy. We are kicked off there now. So the clock should be working. Just bear with me because, like I said, it's been a long time since I've had to do all of this. It's usually all Jacko. So fair play to him in that regard. Ball has gone back to Vicario, but you know what, Nick? I agree. I do want to see a big performance there. I'd like to see some goals today as well. I want to see us looking at our confident best. Here we go.
There we go. A nice long ball from Bissouma. It's a little sunny out there. But it found his man. That's what I want to see, Eves.
Porro on the ball. So let's see if we can get an early attack going here.
We're already dominating possession right now,
Vicario.
which is we should be. Against this side, we should be holding possession, and there should be, for the love of God, more shots on target.
Look, Luton are going to show plenty of fight, plenty of passion, plenty of heart, right? We know.
I mean, they're scrappy. They're a scrappy team, but they're very much like play as we played under Conte, but without the quality,
Yeah. But teams like this, all we have to do is match their work ethic, and then our quality should always shine through. So let's see, we're starting well, though. We are passing it around, trying to tire them out a little bit. Let's see if we can get into their third. It's a ball from Porro into Kulusevski. Looks to take on his man. He picks it up and sprays it back to Kaminsky and goes here for Luton. Can we get pressure on him? He's gone long. It's a good test. Dealt with very, very easy there.
Right into Grayson heads it back. Yeah. Didn't look like he had an actual target for that ball.
No.
There's back
some
to
things I see of him already that remind me a bit of Eric Dyer. I'm not going to lie.
Let's not even go down that road just yet, David.
I hope he scores.
We just got rid of one.
He'd be a good threat from offensive set pieces today, Nico.
Yes, without a doubt, man. And I want to see that, man. I want to see accurate balls from Porro. I want to see Porro on the set pieces.
Yeah.
Long ball out to Kulu. Yeah, it's hard to tell with that sun. But yes, we're in position. Oh, who's that to, Kulusevski? I think the sun got in his eyes right there. I think he was expecting Heung-Min's son to be there. Andros Townsend down the right, man. He's playing right wing back or right winger. I can't really tell. But he's got the ball. Too much space. How did we allow that ball to find its man?
No!
Come on!
I don't believe it, Chong.
Unbelievable.
For Luton. That's absolutely shocking.
That was ridiculous.
I do not believe it. I do not believe it.
They played their game exactly the way they wanted to just then, and we had no answer for it. We had nobody in the middle. Everybody was letting passes go through, not making challenges towards them.
How are we 1-0 down already? That is absolutely shocking. That is shocking. Oh, my God. Let's have another look here, see what happened. But it's Chong with a tidy finish. Sonny, too weak there. Way too weak. Gets dispossessed.
Literally pushed off the ball.
Literally pushed off the ball. He's allowed to run all the way up the other end of the pitch, unchallenged. Bissouma gets no pressure on him whatsoever.
No, he should be closing him down. Townsend does not have the speed to get away from him there.
Pulls it back.
Nobody's closing their man down.
Bissouma needs to do so much better. He's just jogging back there. But Son as well. Two guys that we need massive games out of today. It's absolutely shocking by the two of them. Bissouma and Son, hang your heads in shame. Hang your heads in shame.
All right, we're back here. Maddison's got the ball in there, right by their penalty area, right on the edge. He's dodging around trying to find a target. Back to Werner. Werner plays it back all the way to Radu. Radu. I think that we're going to see a lot of Radu passing to Romero.
Yeah.
Because he's not confident on the left side with his passing ability for me. Romero's looking for a ping, and Luton are sitting deep. This is not what I want to see.
Maddison, if I sit you. Werner to Werner. Let's go. Come on, Timu. Tries to cross
with the left cross goes out for a corner.
Oh, not the ideal start, Nick, eh? Not the
No, but
European
listen,
start. Fucking
fine.
hell.
You know what? I'll take a Bollock's job in the second minute. Fine. We just have to not let our heads drop, man. Okay, come on, Udogi.
It's just shocking.
Okay, but who was that to?
No one goes to
He
the European
Dougie puts in the cross. It gets blocked. It's a low cross. Vicario's got it back to him. It's looking like they're happy now. They're just going to try to sit back for the next 90 minutes.
Yep. Yep. Look, that's their game plan. We allowed them to execute. It's shocking. Big up the Alaskan Hotspur member for 4 months. Big up, Dave. Come on, you Spurs. Really appreciate you tuning in. Great part of the world you're from. Would love to get out there one day, my man. If I ever do, we'll definitely meet up for a bean or for a beer. What am I talking about being? I'm probably thinking of Tottenham's football so far.
Yeah, man. You know what? And 1 point for them is a good result here, without a doubt. So, I mean, we really have to put it on them immediately. No balls to nowhere. Kulu's playing centrally and trying to hold it up, and I like it. And Werner playing Sonny, know where Kulu is. Werner, yes, make yourself. Werner's got it on the left, made himself available. Werner's using it. Okay, at least this is what I want to see more of.
Yeah.
All right. All of a sudden, Werner's got a left foot, and he's using it to cross. And you know what? It found Sarboy.
Yeah. It's a good
and
ball.
And Sarboy's making himself available in the center of the pitch. This is more of what I want to see, man.
Sarr probably could have made a better connection on the end of that ball, but you're right. That's more positive from Tottenham. That's what we got to do. Go for the kill every time we go forward. Steve Owens agreeing with you, saying now Luton can park the bus. Thomas is saying it sounds like we get into the final third and just kick it long and hope something happens. This is effing Luton. Look, I fully agree with you. What I will say to everybody out there.
Come on, Werner's dipping and diving right now, and he's trying to put Kulusevski through. Okay, listen, more of this, all right? We're creating chances right now. We have to hit them hard like this for the next 20 minutes straight, man. Chance after chance after chance. And kick Kaminsky in the balls, whatever it takes.
No, I fully agree with you, Nick. We've got to be absolutely ruthless now. We've got to be relentless for the next 20 minutes, get ourselves into this game and get us back on an even keel. What we can't do is allow this and Luton to settle into this, not put any pressure on them going forward and make it a very comfortable half for them. We cannot allow that to happen. And Kaminsky is just play acting there completely.
Yeah.
But this is what they're going to do now. They're going to time waste, and it's off our own fault. Nick, that goal is completely avoidable. I'm so angry about it.
It was, it's almost ball watching, but it's just, you question as to what's going through their minds because exactly what's going to happen. Yeah. I mean, Postecoglou has told them their only attacks come from the wings, through the center, and they're going to find somebody. So you got to stop that ball from coming in.
Yeah. Shocking. It's shocking. Bissouma has to do a lot more out there. He's just... He's letting Andros Townsend. That guy was deemed not good enough for Tottenham about a decade ago. It's absolutely shocking. He's just jogging back there. He's made no attempt to get across and close him down. He puts in a lazy challenge and he gets undone about it. But Son also, I'm sorry, but he's just got to be stronger. Just shield the ball. Learn to shield it. It's absolutely shocking. It's absolutely shocking. Oh, we've got a big job on our hands today, Easter weekend. It's supposed to be a routine, this. Come on, Tottenham. It's just a bad start. And it's another first half, Nick, where we're flattering to deceive in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this being said, I just watched a couple of days ago Luton go up 3-0 in the first half and then completely one of the worst capitulations I've ever seen, shipping 4 goals in the second half. I don't want to see that again, but that can't happen. This team does not have the stamina to keep up, a very rigid defense for 90 minutes. But we have to make them worried immediately. We have to score in the next 15 minutes, for God's sake.
But also, that press needs to start getting coordinated as well.
The coordination is there. Luton
shouldn't be allowed to string 3 passes together. It's embarrassing. Oh, here we go. Dragusin passing it behind Romero. Don't you start. Come on, Spurs.
As I said, man, I don't think Dragusin is confident playing on the left passing. I think defensively, maybe, but I don't think passing he's as confident as he is on the other side.
Here we go.
All right, there you go. There you go.
Just over here again. Sarr picks it back up. Porro. Back to Sarr. Sarr to Romero. Forward. Maddison, if I see him do that again, I swear to God. Dragusin. Forward to Udogie. Udogie onto Maddison. Now, you've been screaming for it. Do something. Oh, my Lord. He passes it 5 yards to Sarr. Take him fucking off already.
I mean, there's got to be a game plan with why Maddison is still, why he's not further forward, why he's not making a run.
But even there,
why is
just gives it off to Sarr 5 yards. He could have done something with it.
Yeah. Why is Bissouma at times playing higher than him?
It's a joke. Kulu.
All right, this is where we need Maddison in particular to show some techers, man, to get through this.
Yeah.
This deep defense.
Someone's going to have to step up and be brave. I mean, I know passing it around 5 yards ain't going to do it.
There you go. Sonny. Is he on?
Come on, skin him.
He's on.
Good ball. Into Kulu. Kulu pulls it back.
Somebody's got to be there.
No one there. Son can't be creator and finisher. Someone else is going to have to take up the brains. If he's out wide, someone else move into the forward role. It's easy.
Yeah. It was a good move. It took a little time to break them down to get that close, but somebody's got to be in that box, man. You're not going to be offside with half of the defense of the other team next to their goalkeeper.
On the byline, yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go, Tottenham corner. Porro, we really need a good delivery here. Come on, man.
That was a good delivery.
It was right on Romero's foot. He just ended up kicking fresh air.
All right, come on, Sonny. All right, the bobble ball, interception. Kulu, you better shoot.
Oh, it's bouncing around.
Ping pong, head pong.
Son should have had one himself.
Yeah.
Well won by Romero. Come on, Tottenham. Get
a lot of head tennis right there. We let it go out for a throw. Radu's with the throw. Back to Udogie, all the way back. Bissouma's picking it up. He goes back to Romero. We don't have the forward momentum right now. Back to Udogie.
Well,
there you go, Udogie. Beautiful.
Udogie. Go on, you're in.
How do you even do
kid.
that? Oh, come on, ref. What?
It's good defending. He got the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better from Udogie, though. That's brave. Why are we waiting for our left back to be the only one to run at them and try something? I thought he was in there, Nick. I thought he just had enough to get away. Oh, it's great defending.
Yeah.
Mengi just gets back and gets the tackle in.
I don't know. I think we rely a bit too much on that give and go with Udogie.
Yeah.
I think that teams are waiting for it, and he was lucky to retain that ball.
Martin Knightsbridge says, how can we let Townsend have that amount of time? That's what I'm talking about. We let him go a decade ago because he wasn't good enough. The guy's like nearly 40 years of age. It's embarrassing. It's Bissouma. He's just lazy on the track back. He's just lazy. He's done all the work to go along beside him, but he's quicker than him. He's stronger than him. Get in there and make the challenge. He chose a lazy foot. You just get caught. It's not the first time he's done that as well.
He should know who he's
where he didn't even bother looking over his shoulder.
He should know who he's up against, man, and that he can go forward. He can go in and make that challenge. You know, with it, Townsend is not going to techers his way around him.
Never. He's not. It's just
no,
embarrassing.
You know what? No. You didn't have that triangle ready.
And there's not even any good fluidity in our passing movement going forward either at this moment in time. Bissouma to Dragusin. Goes back to Vicario.
Yeah, and one thing I want to see, especially if we haven't scored by the half, man, and I'm probably not going to see it, but I want changes at the half.
Yeah. It's the only way you're going to get other players to react. It's starting to be very similar to the way we played against
absolutely.
Tottenham throw in. I mean, how are we allowing Luton to get a press on us like that? I do not know.
I know. I mean, they're right up against us right now. We should be moving right around them right now with our passing and with our ball movement.
Right now, they're busier than fucking Luton Airport. Kulu. Can he find Werner? Burner, he does. Timo, you've got Udogie inside.
Here you go.
Skins him. No!
Oh, no!
He's missed it. He's gone with his left foot when he should have curled it with his
Oh,
right.
my God.
He's missed from 8 yards. Timo Werner. Come on. He's done everything right. He's absolutely
I thought that was
man
going
inside
into.
out. But he took it with his left foot,
Holy.
Nick. He should have rolled it in with the right. The angle for the
Yeah.
left foot was never there going for the shot he went for. He's onside as well.
He had the pass on, too. And twice he had a pass on.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, Lord. He's got to go with his right foot. He has to go with the right foot. If he's going across the keeper, it has to be right-footed all day. Adjust your body. Oh, no. It's a bad miss. It's a bad miss, everyone. People saying it should be 1-1. He's
15
doing it
minutes
again.
in right now.
It. Oh. But look, at least
Fantastic
we get a
chance, scuffed. Yeah.
How's he not scored, Nick?
Man, I don't know, because it's Werner. Because most of the time he doesn't score. He gets there.
My niece would have scored that.
What's more? What is Morris complaining about right now? Come on, man. He's
if
a
the ref's
defender.
He's
He's defending.
That's soft. How has Werner missed that? Even Ben Davies is laughing at him. It's embarrassing. Reevesy says he shoots like a farm animal. George saying he should have laid on a doji, Nick. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree 100%. I saw a pass there twice, actually. And you know what? Hey, I know you got confidence issues, but let's score the goal first, all right? Yeah. Don't try to be the superhero right now.
Yeah, exactly. Wait until you're 2 up to take them opportunities.
Yeah.
Luton now with a free kick. This is exactly what they want. They deliver it in towards the back post. Carter Morris, free header, unchallenged, and it's another Luton player onto the ball. Just showing backwards. Get the challenge in. Well done, Kulu.
Romero's on it, forcing them out.
Oh, have we allowed him to pass?
Well, but they get the cross in.
Oh, my Lord. It's great defending by Maddison, but have we allowed them a scoring opportunity from there is absolutely beyond me. No one picking up Ross Barkley. Who's that? Papa Massar, ball watching, gets there too late. It's crossed in. I'll tell you, if Morris got his foot onto that, because it's come across him before it's hit Maddison, that's 2-0.
Absolutely. It's like we've lost the ability to where it's just the bravery, we're not bravery in defense. Like, what the hell? When did that happen? When did we stop being brave in defense?
Yeah. Too many people ball watching and that. Start fucking moving. It's another deep delivery. It's cleared. Come on, Kulu. We've won the breakaway. It's all white shirts here. Come on, Werner. Get on the goal.
Werner. Give it to him. Let him go. Yeah, there you go.
Come on, Timo. Burn him. On the outside. Oh, my Lord. He wasn't even on international duty.
No, a cut in right there would have helped a hell of a lot.
He can't even get the ball under control.
Throw in for Spurs. The doggy's throwing in.
Sonny,
long throw in to Sonny. Sonny's got to see somebody. Kulu's in the box. Sar out to Poro making a run. Come on, Cody. Somebody's got to be there. Where's Werner?
Good ball,
right, Kulu's way out.
Good ball. Kulu. Poro. On to Dragusin. He just does not want to go out left at all, does he?
Mm-mm. Nope. No, he doesn't.
Romero. Porinator.
That's
good ball. Papa Massar, you've got Kulu and
you got
Sonny.
lucky there.
Go on, Sonny. Oh,
they're going to double team Son, though.
Yeah. That's why I said he needs to be out on the left wing, where he's a lot more space.
Yeah.
If he had the opportunity in the space Werner's had there on the last 2 opportunities, we'd be be winning by now.
Yeah.
Doji gives away a free kick. Do not start letting frustration and this shit come in. This is bloody Luton Town. It's not Liverpool.
When did Townsend start wearing senior on his kit? Come on.
There we go. Go on, Sonny. Good ball.
Come on, son.
Sonny rounds the keeper. He's got to finish. Yeah, it's off the
Oh, my Lord.
It's Werner. Oh, it's blocked. Sir. No, it's blocked.
Oh, my Lord. It's just pinged out of the net 3 times.
3 golden opportunities.
Man, that's going in a highlight reel for somebody's bloopers right tonight.
Oh,
how we didn't score from there is ridiculous. Great defending by the people in the box for Luton, but just we had to have scored there.
Great goal line defending. Werner, don't know how he's not got off a better shot. Sar's cleared off the line. Sons has come off both posts, Nick. Both of them.
Yeah. Yeah, that was ping pong.
Oh. And it all came from a long ball by Luton. Kulusevski and Sar caught them. Absolutely lovely. Great ball to Sonny. He's true.
So makes the right decision. I say he makes the right decision here. Absolutely.
Oh, it's just so unlucky. It's gone off both posts. You couldn't write it. Shocking by Werner. Sar does well. He's probably just hit it straight down the middle. Probably could have went for one of the corners. Son's done everything right there. He's tucked it in at the near post. Hits off the inside of it. Goes right across the line. Off the other post and out. Off the inside of the other post and out. You could not write that. That's unlucky.
You know what, man? When Son makes that contact, somebody's got to be in there for the rebound, just in case. I don't see that enough.
Yeah. Some people are saying we're gutless, and some people are saying goals are coming, Nick. Where are you at?
I can see either perspective at this point right now. Listen, clearly we're creating chances.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is, I'm going to go with goals are coming because we have, but only if we keep doing what we're doing right now. Son, get some fucking longer cleats on.
Yeah. Oh, it's better, though. It's better. I just feel comfortable if we took one of our opportunities now because we don't know when we're going to get our next one.
Yeah.
Oh, how unlucky is Son? I can't get over
when
that.
We have these spells in the first, this season in particular, when they're just not going in after clear chances, I feel that we do eventually start putting them away. We're exposing the possibilities there, without a doubt.
Yeah. How's my stats looking on screen? Looking absolutely brilliant.
Shots, one shot by Luton. That was a goal. 77% possession we've got right now.
We're either unlucky or lazy, the fact that they've had one shot and scored. Come on, Tottenham, go out there and rescue this game.
Unfortunately, David, you can be both unlucky and lazy in a match.
Unlucky because you're lazy.
Yeah.
Dragerson. Maddison.
Maddison down there playing the 6 again.
Take him off. He's injured already again. Look at him limping around.
You can see him hobbling.
Vicario.
We're just sending it. Half of our possession stats are basically because we're sending it back. And you know what? With the way they play, all right, I see that we have to reset. We have to try to pull people out.
That's a better ball by Radu, though.
Very nice ball.
Go on, Sar.
Very nice. Come on, Sar. You can get there. You can get there, but there's nobody there. Somebody has to be making a run on the other side.
If Sar does everything right, takes the ball.
What's he going to do with the ball?
2 players, puts it across the 6-yard box, and there's no one there. Where's Son? Where was Son? Cooley may try to get there, but it's too late. You're right, Nick. How is someone not there?
This is something that, give them credit that Luton does well. When one of their fullbacks or their wings has it, there's another one on the opposite side. That's the only way they score usually.
Kaminsky with the long ball. Well done, Adoji, and Sar just flicks it on to nobody. Tottenham, Luton can't pass it out. Townsend gives away. Tottenham throw in. Come on, Spurs. There's one here for us.
Mm-hmm. And Luton are starting to look sloppy, which, that may be the only way we get this opener.
Oh, well done.
Come on.
Well done.
We're getting in their box right now with every pass we're putting forward.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good ball. Just not on the same page. Come on, Tottenham. Vicario. Luton just ballooning it long now. They're not even.
And there's no way they can keep that up. If they think they're going to do that the rest of the game, I hope that's what they're looking for.
Tottenham are playing it slow, trying to draw them out. I get it, but at some point, you're just going to put the foot on the neck when you're creating chances and keep going. Vicario, onto Romero. Like, if we're waiting for them to come and press Vicario, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
That's better by Maddison. Into Son.
Uh-huh.
To Bissouma. To Dragusin.
Yeah.
No point of Maddison giving it to Dragusin. He's just coming back onto his right foot every time. He's not confident on his left. Oh, come on, Vicario. Maddison. Now, what's he going to do? You've dropped the for why? Better. And then Sarr goes backwards. I swear to God.
I don't know. Are we trying to goad them into pressing so they wear themselves out? I don't know what's going on right here.
It's pulled them out a little bit, to create space in behind, as you can see there. I think that's what we're trying to do is, draw them out, bring that line up a bit and look to exploit it in behind. But
good job, Poro. Get on him. Good job, Poro.
Oh, well done. But there's no
Poro's pressing hard on Chong on the right side.
With him.
Mm-hmm. No.
That
no way is that on him.
Gives away the free kick. It's frustrating day.
Yeah, so far, very frustrating 25 minutes going on.
Adrian Tria, good to see you, my man. How are you keeping? He says, big up, lads. Isn't this an understrength Luton? It's massively understrength. They've got up to 10 players missing today, my man. It's shocking. Massively understrength. Massively. I don't know how we're losing this, but good to see you, Adrian Tria. Your boy Bissouma could have done a lot better for the first goal. I won't lie. I will not lie.
Yeah. And we're losing this game right now, not because of Luton, not because Luton's playing great. We're losing this because of us. Yeah.
King Oddle says you have to create more with the middle, more width if the middle is congested. We say this all the time. Exactly. Spot on.
Yeah, I mean, Poro's been, other than that bit of pressing just now, he's been pretty much anonymous.
We've had good enough chances to actually be fucking winning this game 2-1 right now.
Yeah. 2 clear cut. Radu is going with his left.
Oh, Werner, that's brilliant. It just doesn't have the strength.
Yeah.
Luton are out. Well done, Radu. Good into the midfield. Let's go.
Into Son.
Come on, Son.
Here we go. We've
got Maddison, Werner, and Kulu.
You got Maddison.
One. Oh, Lord, I don't know what that is.
Who did that come off of?
Did that come off anybody?
No, it's somebody.
No.
Somebody hit that.
I don't think so. They're showing the chance here again. Off ball post. You couldn't write that. And it goes across the line.
Yeah, and even if he would have seen Sarr right away and pulled it back.
Nah, he done the right thing. He done everything right there.
I'm gonna have to re-up. I'm gonna have to re-up on the coffee in a second, there, David. I need something to get me through this.
Yeah. No, work away, lad. Work away.
It's gonna be that, or I'm gonna start hitting it.
You're not handcuffed to the desk, Nick.
Yeah.
It's another long, aimless.
Another long one.
Oh, bad defending.
Right back to Werner.
Gets lucky.
Come
on, Maddison. Don't allow them all back. There we go. Drive. Good ball out to Adoji. Gets it across. No one there. Yet a bloody game. Where is Kulusevski and Son? Where are
Kulusevski's more central, which I don't mind. But hey, at least Poro should be up covering that right side, way up high.
One of them need to be getting in on the back of these crosses when they're coming in from the left-hand side. It's just about gambling. No one's gambling. Kulu and Son are there. Kulu's made a run to the near post. Son is held back, and no one's coming in the far post. People calling it pinball football.
Yeah, it is.
Pinball. People saying we're crying out for a number 9. That's why I always say to get Richie in.
In a match like this, I mean, you have to agree, man. Somebody who is going to put the ball away too.
At least he'll be there.
Not only just a target man. He needs somebody like Harry Kane.
Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Bissouma, this is better playing out from the back here, though. Come on, Radu. Look at that. Lovely long strides. Look at that.
There you go.
On.
There you go. Like he's halfway up the pitch already. There you go.
Stallion. On to Burner. Timo. Oh, my Lord. What is he doing?
Yeah, his ability to cross the ball has fizzled out. He had some good chances right in the first 10 minutes.
People saying get Kulu off. I'd be more looking at getting Werner off.
Yeah.
It's another ball over hit straight back to
With his positioning
Spurs.
right now, I'm seeing Kulu as he's being played as more of a second striker, as a big body up in there to try to, either hold the ball up and play people on or actually get his head on it himself. And I kind of think we need that right now.
Yeah. Luton on the attack.
Sar's making a nuisance of himself. Good job.
Throw in. Against Alfie Doughty. Romero. Onto Vicario. On the long lost Mario Brothers. Into Maddison. Trots towards it. What does he do? Wins a free kick. We'll take that. Burke got over aggressive with him. Pedro Porro looks for the
Porro
long
with
one
a
of
very
Sonny.
long ball, but
ambitious.
Not long enough. Yeah.
Well done, Kulu.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Ref lets it go. Good job.
Play on.
Sar's got it.
Need to wait for the free kick. Oh.
Yeah. Barkley, we all saw that. Okay, Barkley with the yellow card. He's got to hit that. We have to take advantage of that right now because it's just him and the other dude in the midfield. He's probably screaming. He got frustrated that he got taken down and nothing happened. No, clearly. What? That's a scissor kick. All right, Romero into Bissouma. A little back and forth with them. We're looking for runners. Romero's taking too much time, man. If they're not going to come on, we have to be passing it around a little bit more.
Just give me 1 second there,
Mm-hmm. Werner out to Udogie. Udogie stayed onside. Udogie's bobbing and weaving, looking for the cross. He gets it. No, it doesn't make it all the way. It's out for a throw. Werner's taking the throw on the side. He looks like he's looking for Bissouma. Bissouma picks it up. Out to Werner. Werner with the hard one into Maddison, but Maddison's got it with a good cross. Shit. I wish Kulu would have just let that go into Porro. Luton's got the ball here. Townsend coming down the right-hand side. Udogie's on him close, but he needs to get closer. Udogie, you have the pace on Andros. All right. Cross goes in, but only finds our players. It's out to Son. Son holds on. Thank you, Sonny. Show a little strength, man, and tenacity. Okay, you got Werner coming. We know where it's going. Son says he doesn't want to give it to Werner.
Maddison.
Okay.
Out to Werner.
Werner's got it now. Sonny's in position, but stay on side.
Oh, Lord. Oh, holy.
What
God,
was that?
Please take him off. Well done, Kulu. What is Werner? Who is Werner even passing that to? He hasn't even looked up.
No.
It's the basics of football, Nick.
The basics of football, yes. Don't pass it into the opposition. That
Honestly,
is what
if
you
he was
learn,
on my
right?
team, I just wouldn't pass him the ball. I wouldn't.
Yeah, well, you know what? I question what Sonny's decision-making was just there because clearly Werner was the on-runner, and Sonny decided not to do it.
Derek Hutchinson with a controversial opinion here. Bissouma is the new Endom fat ass in disguise. George
I wouldn't go that far.
Get Werner off now.
Yeah, I think there's an absolute shout for taking Werner off, putting Richarlison in. Richarlison's on the bench, right?
Yeah, he's on the bench. It's just about how fit he is, He went on Brazilian duty but didn't play.
Yeah. Faster, please. Yes. Thank you.
Kulusevski.
Out to Oh, cool. What a terrible touch, Kulu. Luton with possession back here again. Barkley's with it down the center. He's coming across to the right, looking for some kind of an out ball, but there's nothing there.
Jeez, we better.
I mean, the only thing in our favor right now is it looks like Luton's out of ideas.
It does look like they're out of ideas, but also looks like we're out of ideas, which isn't good. No,
this is not the performance I was hoping to see.
It's just lacking. We need to get Son out to where Werner is, and we need to get Richarlison through the middle.
Yeah.
You need someone that's going to be that fox in the box for these balls coming in. And the space that Werner's getting, if you put Son in there, it's game over. I just can't believe we're sitting here 34 minutes in talking about being 1-0 down and potentially going into half-time talking about being 1-0 down.
It's ridiculous.
Well done, Kulu. Kulu's done some amount of battling in there.
Yeah, and I'm afraid that, you know what, he may have made a couple bad passes, but, you know, we need him in there for that.
Yeah.
Because he's just bodying his way through.
Porro, come on, kid. You can pass the ball. Spray it. Dragosin, he's just
no confidence. He could have turned around and saw Udogie there.
He can't play on the left-hand side. You're right.
Yeah.
There's no confidence in him whatsoever. He keeps coming back inside. He's panicking. Oh, Lord.
Oh, good Lord.
A shocking pass away on his left foot.
I mean, this is
Bissouma.
I'm getting Fulham vibes right now,
yeah.
especially from that.
Yeah. Just look nervous, look out of ideas. You know, the goal we conceded was down to a lack of effort. Some of the balls we put across the box, people not making up yards to gamble and get in there, lack of effort. It's just madness. It's maddening, this.
It's 2 yellows on in the first half already for Luton because of manhandling Maddison.
They use that and exploit it, you know, start running at them.
Yeah.
Tekken calling the second half FC, it looks like that. Romero. Maddison. That's more like it. That's more like it, Maddison. One ball forward and he's nearly caught the whole team out. Sonny's in behind. Oh, it's a good tackle. Last-ditch tackle. You see that? The one time he passes forward with a bit of purpose. Oh, doubt he just gets there, gets his foot in.
Yeah.
Now Maddison gives the ball away. And he gets turned. Well done, Porro. Keep it in. Well done.
There you go.
Romero. Bissouma. Dragosin. First time out to Udogie. Get turned. That's more like it. Sar's nearly playing as a number 9 at this point.
Yeah. He's been up.
Switch sides.
You're more than Maddison.
No, him and Maddison have switched sides. Sar's on the left now with the midfield, and Maddison's on the right. Interesting. Maddison
with ball out to Werner.
What can Werner do? It's a good ball. Cully doesn't go for it.
Good ball, a little bit of ping pong out there too. Come on, Romero. Ron bomb from distance. No, he goes out to Kulusevski. Sonny in there. We've got a very crowded area here.
Corner kick. We have a super chat here from Paul Markey, Nick. And he says, 1 second, Paul Markey, I'll bring it up. Just make sure I have it up here now. Yep, I do. Let me get the game back on and bring up the chat on the other side. We'll wait till the corner, Paul Markey, and we'll address it, sir.
Maddison on the corner coming in.
We're going for James Coffey.
It's a short corner. Out to Porro, who's over on the left side.
No, it's another goal kick. Shocking. Nick James Coffey says, why is Maddison back doing Bissouma's job? It does look like there's been a change in the midfield, right? Sarr is more advanced on the left-hand side, working down that side. Almost, making late runs off Son. Son sort of dropping in, and Maddison is more over the right-hand side of the picture in a deeper role now.
I'll be right back.
No worries. But you're right, James Coffey. There has been a change in the midfield. I wonder why there's been a change. Look, I'm not sure why. Maybe it's to get Maddison on the ball in deeper position and look to maybe start hitting them long balls. Because what we were doing before that is giving the ball back for Vicario, looking for them to draw out and press Vicario, which they weren't going to do. And look at the ping balls over top. Maybe the difference is to get Maddison on that ball deeper, get him turned and to be able to play that ball. It's a ball down the line for Timo Werner. Can he get on the end of it? He doesn't. But big up James Coffey, you're right. There's definitely been a change in that midfield for sure with the three of them. Paul Markey will get to yours now in just 1 second. There's a bit of a throw in here for Tottenham deep in Luton's half. Porro on the ball. Sun is shining. It's the Rom-Bomb. Come on, Romeus. To Maddison, who's dropping deeper. You're right, Maddison's gone into the deep role. Bissouma's out on the right and Sarr's on the left of the midfield. Romero. To Dragusin. Vicario. Onto Romero. Ball needs to be so much quicker coming out from the back line. Maddison, if... That's a free. Maddison takes a quick free kick. Porro. Can he get the delivery in? He does, but again, there is absolutely nobody there. Yet again, nobody there. It's becoming so frustrating. Dragusin. Onto Sonny. I think there could be substitutions at half-time.
I want to see him.
I think there could be. There's been a reshuffle of the pack here. Means we're not happy with something. Porro. Back to Romero. Romero tries to play Sonny. Sonny just not aware of it. Paul Markey with the super chat, Nick. He says, see the same lack of concentration as there was in the Fulham game. It's worrying.
Yeah, very much so.
You've alluded to that yourself.
I agree 100%. And you know what? Some changes may shift that. May wake some people up right now. We've got Johnson, Bentancur, and Richarlison potentially that can come in and make something happen.
Yeah. It is worrying. It is worrying, Paul Markey. We've created some good opportunities, but we haven't created them frequently as we should be against someone like Luton. Luton got their one opportunity and they took it. I don't understand where the lack of confidence is coming from, to be brutally honest. I asked the question in the pre-match build-up, could this season fizzle out the same way it did under Conte? And judging by this evidence, it looks like it could. Look, one thing I would say is we are a lot better team in the second half, Paul Markey. Usually, now that didn't happen against Fulham, but again, Ange left it too late to make the substitutions, and if he's learnt lessons from that, he'll make them at half-time or make them 5 minutes into the second half. Big up, Paul Markey. Really appreciate the support, and you're absolutely spot on there, my man. And then who else have we got here? We've got Martin Knightsbridge. He says, hate being negative, but this is crap, Dave. I mean, yeah. Nick, would you agree with that it's been crap this half?
I mean, we've created chances. That's the best thing we can say right for ourselves right now. We haven't been letting them get through since that goal. Okay, that's a bit better. But it just our altogether forward play has been, it's been shades of what we saw at Fulham.
Yeah.
A little scrappiness here between Drago and a Luton player. Yeah, the only thing we got going for us right now is that Luton are not as good a team as Fulham.
No. Look, you're absolutely spot on there, but if they get another chance, they're probably that sort of team that'll just be clinical and take it.
Yeah.
So we need to watch out for that. But with the amount of changes during this half of mixing the midfield up and stuff like that, it looks like Sonny's starting to maybe play a bit of a deeper role, looking to get involved in stuff like that. That it's not right, and that Postecoglou's not happy, and I would expect changes. One I would take off straight away is Dragusin. He's just, everything has to come back to Romero, back out the right-hand side. We need to get Van de Ven back in there, use his left foot, and it'll, give us a bit more options. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. That was a very good chance. That's exactly what we need not to happen. Yeah.
It's the one thing we asked not to happen. It's just a deep ball in. Alfie Doherty coming in at the back post. Pings it. It's a good block by Porro. If he didn't get that block in, we could have been 2 down there just before half time. But look, we'll talk about changes at half time. We'll see out the rest of this half. Hopefully we just don't concede before half time. It's a Luton corner. It's an outswinger. And it's the first head. Luton player just gone over the bar. Can Tottenham salvage this and score Nick one here just before half time, Nick? I really do hope we don't sit back and pass it around for 2 minutes, wait for half time.
For 2 minutes, no, absolutely. Or whatever the extra time is. That's it. We have to be proactive on this ball right now.
Romero. Vicario. Proactive. Oh, my Lord. Why are we waiting for them to press us? We're 1-0 fucking down.
Yeah, okay, there you go, Radu. Good job.
Sarr and Werner occupying the same space. Get your head up. Look at Son over the other side. Sarr. Werner. Plays it back onto Adoji. Adoji does well to get turned there. He can't keep it in play. Oh, if Adoji could get turned, he had Son free as a bird over the other side. There's been a massive change up. I almost think Son's gone out. No, Son's back through the middle. You're right, Martin. It's been crap. It's been absolutely. It's not negative. It's just what we're seeing. It's been absolutely crap. Yeah. Adrian Chia says, sad to say, but we can only hope Luton tire out. I'll save that till half-time if you don't mind, Adrian Chia. We're nearly there.
3 minutes of extra time added on. Looking at the stats, our possession stats dropped pretty significantly. What am I looking at right now? A little bit difficult. It looks like Luton with 20%. How can we have 56% possession and Luton have 20? Something's up there, David. But more shots on target, fine. I like to see it. 3 of those were in one sequence of play, though. Pass accuracy, 86%. I don't believe that. Yeah, well, you know what? When you're passing it back to the goalkeeper, your accuracy stats go up pretty significantly.
Yeah, that's where most of the passing accuracy comes from, though, Nick.
Yeah.
Been very lackluster.
A lot of people asking what's going on with Maddison.
Look, don't worry. We've got a lot to talk about at this half.
Yeah.
Got a lot of super chats there as well. People are bloody angry. A lot of questions. Guys, get your questions in, for halftime. Get in your thoughts for halftime. If you really want to make it stand out, put it in a super chat and we'll definitely address it before the end of the half. And we'll also give our thoughts. Let's try and suss this out. It's been absolutely shocking. It's another Luton corner. Free kick. It's delivered deep. It's gone out for a Luton corner. Got to stay switched on here. Important thing is not to concede.
All right, Dragoson, you got to be commanding right now. How many corners have they had? I can't see.
Guys, some people are saying my mic volume is low, but other people are not complaining. People
sounds okay on this end, Dave.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, do you have the ability to turn it up manually? Corner in. Radu is right on it. Thank you. Right in the right place at the right time. Long ball back out. Luton's got possession. We're dancing with it. Maddison is able to stay on his feet and keep possession. He finds Son with a great ball. Son finds Werner. Sonny's got to get up forward. Get up forward, Sonny.
Dragoson's on the outside of Werner. Pulls it back.
So he even very good decision as Sonny was calling for it, but there were too many people in front of him. He tried to take the shot. Ricochets off. Bissouma's got it again with another ricochet. Bissouma see Poro.
He's running with it.
You know, which is more than he's been doing the rest of the match.
Exactly.
Sonny's bobbing and weaving in front of nobody. Yeah, what? Couldn't keep control of it.
He goes through step-overs and gives it away. There it is. Yeah. That's it. It's half-time, everybody. Ange Postecoglou doesn't look happy. He's already pointed at someone and told him to go on to warm up before he's run down the tunnel there. He is not happy whatsoever. He's straight away walking down the tunnel, points at him and says, get out there and warm up. So I do expect to see a change at half-time here. Nick, I mean, it's been absolutely dreadful. The goal that we conceded was completely avoidable. Son being weak, Bissouma being, typical Bissouma in terms of defensive. And going forward, we've had a couple of chances and we haven't took them. But apart from that, it's been lackluster. Maddison's been absolutely non-existent. Bissouma's been crap. Son has been useless. Kulusevski, he's battled hard, but he's been crap in possession. Werner's been absolutely useless and missed the sitter. I mean, where do you start, Nick? I mean, what's your thoughts on the half? And then we'll start taking some of these super chats here. It's absolutely shocking.
Listen, as uninspiring as that performance was in the first half, I still think that there's every chance of us winning this match. We have the ability, and we are creating the chances that we can cut through these guys without a doubt. But changes need to be made, man. And it's Bissouma. Man, I don't know. I don't know. Part of me says, okay, it's not his worst performance in the world, but what I wanted to see as far as him stamping authority on this match, that has not happened. But the best thing I've seen him all match so far was carry that ball forward. And want to see. I want to see more of that from him if he's staying on that pitch. I don't see there's any reason to not to switch him with Bentancur right now.
Yeah.
Werner, man, in the first 10 minutes, it looked like he was ready to play.
Yeah.
But ever since then, it looks like the man that's marking him has found him out. Just stay with him as much as possible. You don't even have to make the challenge. He's not going to get the ball across correctly.
Do you know what my biggest problem is, Nick? There's no flair there whatsoever. Everything's mundane. It's boring. 5-yard passes, trying to beat your man on the outside. There's no flair. There's no craft. There's no skill about anything we're doing. It's just pretty basic and bland out there. But look, Aaron J says here, Ange has been sussed out. It's clear to see now. Do you agree with that? He was very unhappy walking down the tunnel there, Nick. He pointed at people, told them to go out and warm up.
I don't see how this is a manager or a tactical problem at all. I don't see how us conceding that goal was, and I don't see how us not finishing the chances we had are. I don't see Bissouma, the lackluster performance from Bissouma is Ange's fault. I see what we should be doing.
Some people have maybe pushed back on that, Nick, and say, well, he's created that. He, at times when he's had to use up youngsters and stuff, he's chose not to. He keeps picking the same guys week in, week out. There's no consequences for playing crap.
Okay, you know what? I don't see how playing youngsters is going to... I don't see a youngster taking up Bissouma's role as the quote-unquote 6 role right now. If that's the argument, for me, man, I'm just going to go with what else could he have done? Is there a different tactical way of playing that people would prefer to see right now that can say, all right, Ange should be doing this instead of this? Is it just the player's choice? Is it because he didn't choose Van de Ven? Is it because Richie's not playing? I would argue that the same people are saying, oh, it's Ange's fault. Don't want to see Richarlison in the 9 right now. So my question is, please explain to me, because I will definitely take it in, but I don't see how it's his fault right now.
People in the comments will get onto it shortly. Let us know what you would do at halftime, what changes you would make and stuff like that. People, I have turned my mic up. People are asking for it. Let me know if you can hear me a little bit better now. But look,
you know what? Alfie Hall coming in with a Scarlet off the back of. All right, hold on. It's what he played, the under 6s. And it wasn't exactly, a high pressure situation for Scarlett. But I do see your point right there. If you want to play someone on the left and you don't want to play Richie for whatever reason, health, injury, whatever, I think that there's something to be said for having Scarlett on there. And especially if Werner's not fucking doing the job, which he hasn't been doing.
Look, for me, when it comes to the whole Ange thing, I think, Ange sort of said it himself there, about a month ago, the squad isn't anywhere near he likes and stuff like that. And for me, it's clear to see there's some in this squad that he does not trust, and that's why he doesn't rely on them. It's been same with other managers in years gone by. But look, what I will say, people are saying they can't hear me now.
I hear you just fine, man, but that's on my end.
What in the Lord?
I haven't lost you at all.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to keep going. But look, what I would say...
Huddle, can you hear David? I see you out there.
What I would say is my missus has gone to check in on the screen and give it a listen to. But look, What I would say is, for me, when it comes to Ange Postecoglou, people are still saying, I don't know what's going on. But Nick, what I would say is when it comes to Ange Postecoglou, he clearly doesn't trust his whole squad. He needs more players to work with next season. But at the same time, what I would say is I do think that he could have used some of the youth when they were on fire for the under-21s and created a bit of competition for places. I'm not saying they're the answer, But what he could do is not be afraid to bring them off the bench a bit more to show to some of these other guys that they do need to be on it a hell of a lot more. But look, it is what it is. Let's see what Ange can do at halftime to sort it out. Adrian Chia says, sad to say, but we only hope Luton will tire out. I mean, Nick, that is our hope, right? And I think Maddison alluded to that a few weeks ago, that's more or less, our game plan at times. We look to tire teams out. He was asked about scoring late goals, and he says because we're so good in possession, we tire teams out, basically, and catch them late on. But look, I've been saying this a long time now that we can't keep relying on that Adrian Chi. We have to be better in the first half. We can't keep coming out of here 1-0 down or, drawing the games and stuff like that. Earlier on in the season, it was completely different. We were killing teams in the first half, and stuff like that. And for me, we need to get back to that. That press is non-existent as well. That needs to be a hell of a lot better as well, Adrian. Big yourself up. Appreciate the support. Paul Markey also says the problem in midfield, and it's Bissouma, Maddison. Look, there is a massive problem in the midfield. The fact that Ange Postecoglou, it made instructions during that game and switched up that midfield. He put Papa Massaro off to the left, moved Maddison moved Bissouma out to the right, and got Maddison to drop deep there for a large period of that first half. But look, and the reason why is, and I sort of said it before the game, Bissouma will not show whether he has a passing range or whether he doesn't, which means it invites the press onto us. It invites people to get pressure onto us. When we dropped Maddison in there, Maddison was, at times was trying to play some long balls over the top and stuff like that, not coming off. But it's been nowhere near good enough from them two guys. Papa Massar has been our best midfielder today. The kid's only 19, 20 years of age. That should never happen. You're talking about Maddison hoping to get to the Euros. Bissouma, being very, very highly rated around the Premier League for a number of years. Why are we waiting till 47 minutes to see Bissouma pick up the ball and do anything with purpose in terms of dribbling into the box? Okay, he didn't get his shot off, but he tried something. Why are we waiting till just before half-time for him to do that? There was another game a few weeks ago I called him out for it. James Maddison, same thing, waits till near half-time to start trying to be a bit more adventurous. Why, Nick? What's going on? That midfield is becoming a huge problem. It slows everything down.
These are our senior players, one of whom is a co-captain right now. So you understand why we have to rely on them, but they're just not pulling their weight right now. Listen, Ange has made a lot of people scratch their heads when he said that we have so much work to do. We have a lot of work to do in the coming transfer windows, man. And it may be that he's looking at some of these senior players that we paid a lot of money for and says, you know what, I can't rely on them play every single game in and game out. And I thought he was talking about some other people in particular, but he may be looking at Maddison and Bissouma right now. Because if they're on their game, we don't have the lack of cohesion that we're seeing right now.
I don't know what's gone wrong with them. I just don't know what's gone wrong with them, but they're a huge problem at this moment in time, Paul Markey. You're absolutely spot on, and it needs to be changed at halftime. Something needs to change. I'd look at bringing in Rodrigo Bentancur personally. Let's see if he can inject anything into it, Nick. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would, man. I would. It's just that little bit of initiative I saw from Bissouma just wasn't enough. We have to win this game.
Yeah.
We have to win it right now. In the first 10 minutes of this next half, we have to stamp our authority. Yeah. I would take Werner off, man. I would do something else. And I don't know if it's keeping Sonny down the middle either. I think he is making decent runs. But somebody else has to be there. For me, it looks like Sarr's only looking for Son every time. He's not looking for anybody else. And that little bit of hesitation fizzles out any run that Poro's making forward to try to get something on for anybody else. It takes up too much of our initiative. Yeah. So our forward line changes and midfield changes. Are you thinking that Dragoson's got to come off too?
I think he has to. We look nervy playing the ball out from the back, and everyone knows what Dragoson's going to do. He's going to look to come back inside on his right foot. He's too shaky on that left hand, on that left foot. But also, sometimes the balls has come to him. How many times have we seen other players just cushion header down. He's heading it straight. He's doing Eric Dyer things out there. And I don't blame him. You know, he's a right footer playing on the left hand side. Unfortunately, we're in an era now where you have to play on the side of your foot. Unfortunately, players who were right-footed and could play on the left side of centre-back very comfortably are a rarity nowadays. But Dragusin, he's just too nervous on the ball back there. You've got to bring in Van de Ven so that when the ball does go to him, we have that option to get it out to Adoji a lot quicker and stuff like that. Dragusin is way too readable on the ball back there, and he's making other people around him nervous. I spoke about it against Fulham. He came out nervous here again. And, look what's happening. We'll move on to Neil Thomas, member for 23 months. Really appreciate the support. He said, Dave, this is absolutely shocking, pure dross. Look, I completely agree with you. It's been nowhere near good enough. It's been lethargic. It's been crap. Everyone's playing within themselves. It looks like we're absolutely saturated of confidence. It's not a good first half of football. I know there'll be people out there that say, calm down. Second half, we're a second half team. But we can't keep relying on second halves of football. I warned against Fulham when we didn't get away with it. There's no guarantee we're going to come out here and, turn it like that. Look, what I would say is that Luton, they do have a lot of players missing. There are very few slim pickings to pick from right now. Hopefully they'll tire out in the second half, start opening up a bit more gaps from us and stuff like that. But we shouldn't be beating Luton because they're tiring out. We should be beating Luton because we have the class to beat Luton. We've got much better players out there and we're choosing not to show it. Nowhere near good enough, my man. But really appreciate the support, Neil. Absolutely spot on there. Nick, Dropkick, your teacher says, I feel sorry for Ange. This isn't his fault. Unless we get top four, it will be difficult to recover from this if we lose or don't win. I mean, that's where I'm at with it, especially the second part.
He's going to get a lot of flack, man. If we can't turn this game around right now, which honestly, 45 minutes, we absolutely should be turning this game around. Yeah. But if it doesn't happen, you know what? If we don't turn this game around because he doesn't make changes fast enough, then it is on him. Yeah. But if we don't turn it around, he's going to be under the cosh. He's going to get a lot of flack from it. And frankly, if you against Luton at home, you got to expect it. You got to expect it. So something very stark and forceful has to happen going in. I mean, it's whether it's a Bollican, that's not enough. That's not enough. It's got to be changes.
Look, I'm at the point, we can't keep always blaming the managers for every single bad performance. There's some of these guys, I asked them, what's their ambition? Some of them haven't won a trophy at club level. What's your ambition? These will be the same players that'll be moaning in the summer if there's another managerial change, moaning that they want to get out of Tottenham because they want to play Champions League football. But yet, realistically, every season we're always in the hunt for that top four. But for some reason, when it comes to the crunch end and we're under any sort of pressure whatsoever, we absolutely crumble. If we don't win today, forget about top four. We'll be a Europa League or Europa Conference League season next season. But, it's nowhere near good enough. We can put this all on Ange all we want. But Maddison has a Euros playing to catch in the summer. Is he doing everything he can? Nowhere near it. Son has been way off the boil the last few games. Way off it. It's not all on Ange as well. Some of these performances are on the players as well. 100%. Where I will blame Ange is if he doesn't change it at half-time or doesn't change it 5-10 minutes into the second half if they don't receive the message that he's given them. Belgian Hotspur says Ange must make changes at half-time. Nick, it looks like Brennan Johnson is ready to come on. It'd be interesting to see who's coming on for. I did tell everyone Postecoglou pointed straight at a player and told him to warm up. Is Ange making the right decision here? Does there need to be more changes?
Well, you know what? If it's somebody mentioned, I forget who exactly it was. Sorry about that. But moving Kulu into the center, bringing Johnson on the right hand side, I think that makes a lot of sense to me right now. Listen, as Maddison hasn't had his worst game in the world, but I just don't know what's going on with his positioning, why he is in the positions he's in, because he's covering for Bissouma. Something's wrong there. So, something needs to change right there. Sorry, reading the chat, got distracted there. Bringing Johnson on. Is it for Werner? Possibly.
I would suggest, I think it would be for Werner. It looks like Luton are ready to make a change here at halftime as well. Oh no, Werner's there. It's Kulusevski I don't see.
That's interesting.
That'll be interesting. Let's wait and see if it's Kulusevski he comes on for.
Is Bissouma still on the pitch?
I think it has been Kulusevski that's come off. Let's wait and see. I think I'm absolutely correct there. We'll know more when the team line up. Yeah, he's coming. He's standing on the right hand side.
Hashioka on, which is interesting. I'm wondering why that is. I saw him play against Bournemouth, man, and he just got torn up, man. Semenyo just ate him for lunch, man. So I don't know where he's playing. He's a right back normally, but they've been playing him as left center back. So hopefully that's the case, man.
Hopefully. Well, we are underway here in the second half, everybody. It looks like Johnson has come on for Kulusevski. Ange has made one change at half-time. Nick, I'll just have one or two more super chats to address, and we'll kick back then and watch the second half of the game. Dark Sun G says, Ange ball was never a thing. What we saw first 10 games was new manager bounce. Players back to normal service now. He's rooted in the club. I actually think he's absolutely spot on there. Would you agree with that?
I think Ange ball is definitely a thing. He has his own unique style. I mean, whether you like it or not, is a different story altogether. But it is a thing. He's got his own style. New manager bounce, yes, yeah, and also new season bounce. But we also had the ass taken right out of us after the Chelsea game. We had the new manager bounce and then a complete decimation of the squad, which threw everything on its head. So it's checks and balances, man.
Dark Sung G, I think you're definitely hitting the nail on the head there in terms of the first 10 games and stuff like that. Ange ball is a thing. He was able to do it at Celtic week in, week out, and he was able to implement it quicker at Celtic because they were one of the best teams in the league. Although he did have a big job to do to overturn Rangers, they still had a lot of the best players to pick from and stuff like that, which made his job easier. When he came to Tottenham, he didn't. So it is a long out process, but you're right. These players need to be questioned as well. Anytime Conte came in, they got top four first season, remember? Jose Mourinho on top of the league for half a season. Nuno, they won the first 3 games with keeping 3 clean sheets. You're absolutely spot on. A lot of these players, there is some manager bounces towards some of this. You're absolutely spot on in that regard. Adrian Chia says, I refuse to believe that we lose Van de Ven and the wheels fall off. Look, it's not just on Van de Ven, but when it comes to Dragusin, he is very shaky on the ball. He constantly has to come back in on his right foot. He's not confident on that left foot, Nick.
Yeah, very true. Luton is very much trying to press us into mistakes right now. Luckily, we have not succumbed to it, but I see what they're trying to do. We have to be real stalwart in ball possession right now. And luckily, I'm seeing something from Brennan Johnson that I usually don't see, which is holding on to the ball.
Maddison.
Whoa.
Ball out to Johnson.
Watch him sleeping. Oh,
it's much better though. Much better there from James Maddison. Quick balls in like that. But Adrian Chia, Van de Ven, it's his pace. It's how short he is. It's having the left foot, playing on the left side, being able to cut outside all the time rather than come back inside. That's what it is for me. But I do understand what you're saying, my man. Really appreciate the support. And we have this from Jerome as well. Big up, Jerome. Sorry I'm only getting to it now, buddy. And he says, Ange is furious, same as us. And these players need to do something in the second half because that is unacceptable. And I mean, he's got a good point there. Ange was furious at half-time. He's made a substitution, which shows he wasn't happy. He's made different changes to the midfield in the first half and that. So he's as furious as us, Nick. What do these players need to do now this half to come out here and put this right?
Focus and move forward, man. None of this back pass bullshit right now. We are the dominant team. You know what? I forget who put it in there, man. But we were the better team still. Even with our mistakes and poor playing for some players, we were definitely the better team, without a doubt. We need to show it, by results right now.
By the way, I apologize, Shane O'Neill. It wasn't Dark Sun J, it was you, my man. I do apologize. Big up, Shane O'Neill. Appreciate that. You're absolutely spot on there, though. With these manager bounce, you're absolutely spot on, Shane. Like I said, I do apologise with the name mix up there, but you're absolutely spot on. And do you know what? That's something we'll definitely have a little bit of a conversation about after the game, Shane. Great comment. But let's see what Tottenham could do here now for the rest of this half. Let's see if we can bloody get our act together.
We need to deal with their press, not be nervous, play our game. And fucking calm down and put the ball in the back of the net.
Johnson! Oh. A bit of composure in the final third would be lovely. You're right, Nick.
Yeah. Maddison carrying the ball through. At least, you know what? It broke down. He got it taken away from him, but I want to see more of that.
Yeah. Oh, look, Sarr tries to nick it. Come on, Bissouma. Why are you hesitating? Chong. plays Doughty on the left-hand side. Luton progressing here forward. He plays the ball in behind.
Come on, Porro. There you go.
By Pedro Porro. Dragusin comes across. Oh, my fucking Lord.
You get in position, Dragusin.
He is the new Eric Dyer. It's a shot from Luton. Vicario gets down, makes the save, and gets on the end of it. That all comes from Dragusin panicking again.
Yeah. And you could see Vicario's face. It made him very nervous.
Oh, my Lord. He's the new Eric fucking Dyer.
Man, it's a little too early for that, man. I don't think he's a bad player at all. He's just not a left-sided center back.
Well, his nerves make him look like... look, I think there's a player in there for sure.
Yeah.
But when he plays nervous, he's no better than Eric Dyer. It's a good ball with Johnson.
Come on, Johnson!
Yes!
There you go!
It's an own goal. Come on, we're back in it, baby.
There you go, man. That's how you play. That's how you get up to the byline and expect the cross to come in.
Who's that, Mengi? Is that Mengi with the own goal? Werner put the pressure on, but it's an own goal. It looks like we're back in this. Let's have a look at this again. It's a great ball across by Johnson. Let's wait for the replay and have a look at this. Dave, the scoreboard needs to be changed. Come on!
Yeah, man. I don't say that's a fluke at all, man. No. I don't say that. It may have been an own goal, but fluke because it was Werner who was the closest one. Okay.
Who's that? Bissouma plays it's Papa Massar with a great ball onto Johnson. Johnson picks it up, runs at Doughty. Just 1-2 with Porro. It's a great ball across, and it's put in the own net, but Werner was going to get there anyway, so he put the defender under pressure. Oh, Lord, he's got all mixed up.
People will disagree, but I think even Werner could have put that in.
Oh, well, if he didn't, there would be serious questions. What are they looking at here? Why are we getting VAR? Oh, my Lord. Are
offside?
They really doing this to us? He's nowhere near offside.
No, can't be offside.
Get on with it. It's a waste of time. He's completely onside. Werner was onside when the ball came across anyway. Come on. Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Back in it. Never mind VAR, guys. Fuck it. It's back in it. Oh, still looking.
Don't stand there looking stunned, bro. I mean, it did almost look like you tried to score that goal, but that's a different story.
Oh, come on, 1-1. Let's go. Let's put them to the sword now. People saying it only took us 51 minutes. Yeah, I know. I don't know what VAR we're looking at. It's embarrassing. They didn't even look at the goal when Luton scored theirs. You know, as soon as Tottenham score, Vicario with a bad ball out from there, giving it straight back to Luton. But you don't find that weird, Nick. You know, they don't look at Luton's whatsoever. But when it comes to ours, they analyse every single pass.
No. You know, they want to use the technology right there.
Honestly, soon it's going to be sponsored. Today, VAR has been brought to you by Cadbury's. Buy your mint crisp down in your local superstore. It's a bloody joke.
Listen, I think that they're just preparing us for commercial breaks.
Oh, look, once you start going like America, I like American football, but it's ruined by the advertisement.
I tell you what, I can't stand American throw, catch, run ball, and one thing I hate about it is the ads.
It drives me insane, the adverts. I remember I watched the Super Bowl. You know, I think you got like 30 seconds of play, and then it's adverts.
No, drives me nuts, man. Drives me nuts. All right, we're on the ball. We're pinning them back here. We need to retain these possession stats, 100%. Bissouma, get in there, man. Maddison's with the ball in their half, thank God.
Tries to find Johnson. That's a good effort, though.
Maddison's really making himself more available right now, which is, you got to love
to see. We have to wait 53 minutes in, but he's trying now. Johnson.
All right, come on, Johnson.
Porro. Maddison, son. Back to Porro. Porro pulls it. Why didn't he shoot?
Oh,
why did he not shoot?
Why didn't he shoot?
Why is he trying to square it? How's he not
I could have sworn Mengi was about to put that ball in the net again. But damn it, yeah, Porro should have gone for it.
That guy scores rockets. He should be scoring from 8 yards. I don't believe it.
Out for a Luton throw.
I don't bloody believe it. I was about to get an erection there. It's a beautiful play. It's why is he? Well, maybe it was a bit out. Maybe it was further out onto the right hand side than what I thought. Beautiful play though between Son, Maddison, and Porro.
I mean, listen, this is what we got to see. This is textbook. This is what we expect to see constantly. Who's down?
Yeah. I think Johnson. I think he's only playing Osar onto Maddison.
On to Maddison.
Don't forget you can't
Maddison
tackle you.
staying
Two
on his
players are on
feet. Thank
yellows.
you.
Bissouma. Sarr.
Play in their half, boys.
Play Sarr again if you can. Looks
Yeah,
good.
there you go.
Brilliant. Sarr. Oh, he's getting cheeky.
It's Flair.
Oh.
Listen, David, we're seeing exactly what you were talking about. A little bit of flair, man. A little bit of razzle-dazzle, man. And there, you know what? If we're doing that with confidence, this Luton team will not be able to handle that.
Oh, they won't handle it. But, you know, why are we waiting until half-time till they get a rollicking off Ange to start doing this flair stuff? Come on, Nick. Let's get the 3 points on the board for Easter weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Kaminski goes long. Made his Belgian debut against Ireland, actually.
Really?
Yeah, came off the bench for the last 10 minutes for Sells.
Oh.
There we go. Ramis. Come on, Ramis.
All right, yeah, but don't hold it in our half, man. Go forward.
Good ball
yes,
into Sarr.
yes, man. Even if you got to carry it yourself.
Oh, to Pedro
there you
Porro.
go. Come on, Porro. Here we go. Yes.
Sonny saved. So.
More of this. Keep going. Keep going. That second one is
Porro
coming now, man.
Today. Get your letters.
You know, Pedro Porro is making an appearance in this game finally.
Unlucky there by Sonny. It's a great ball. He does the right thing taking it first time as well. He couldn't have took the touch. Unlucky.
Where is that early cross been from Porro, man? Into our center forward, who happens to be Son. This is what we need to see a hell of a lot more of off the right side.
Bissouma. Sonny on the edge of the box. Winds it up. Has a shot. It's deflected. John picks it up.
Sonny or Johnson? That was Johnson, right?
Maybe it's Johnson. They're both wearing the same colour boots.
Yeah.
Vicario. People are a lot more happier with the play now. Good to see. But you know why we're getting Porro on all these advanced positions? Because the ball's coming out from the back a lot quicker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone else has no option but to go forward, rather than sit there and conserve energy. Bissouma with a long ball. Doji absolutely assassinates the centre.
Yeah, and poor Hashiel. I feel sorry for this kid, man, because he's only weighs about a buck and a quarter.
He absolutely assassinated him.
Oh man. Is he getting booked?
After that,
I don't
think
think he should.
I need to make sure I've got all my stuff looking good. I think I do now.
Yeah, man, that stuff. I don't care if it was an OG or not, man. That ball should have been going in anyway.
Yeah.
All right, we need more of this. I don't like this slow down right now. The kid giving the double bird in the back. It's his screen time. Good for you. You can show that to your grandkids. We do not need the game to slow down right now, though.
No, definitely not.
Radu. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I don't like it.
Doji again.
Shit.
You just sent him out there to put it on this half, Nick.
Yeah. Which, you know what, I don't mind. It's just I don't really, we already know that the officials don't like Adoji.
Yeah.
I want to see that from Bissouma and Dragusin.
Yeah. Tyler says, what's he saying? Double bird was beautiful.
Yeah.
Matthew Breaker says that guy should have let it go for Werner to miss. Oh, you guys out there. And then we have Dan Coyes here, member for 25 months. Frustrating every first half. Every game is so poor. Completely agree with that, Dan. Completely agree with it. We need. I think part of it is looking to conserve energy to go gung-ho in the second half. But we just, there's so much. We could be a little bit more adventurous in our passing and still look to
Switch on. Okay, good job in front of you.
How's that not a free out?
Yeah. Luton looking frustrated here, especially Morris.
They're going to go for a long throw into the box here. But Dan Coyce, you're absolutely spot on. First half needs to be addressed. But we've been a one-half team long before Ange Postecoglou. Let's not lose sight of that. We're a one-half team under Jose. I remember many people labelled it as that. Same as under Conte as well. Same as
the
under
ball
Nuno.
out. Thank you. There
Good
you
ball
go.
out. Here we go. Come on,
son.
Sonny. Sonaldo.
Hold on to it. Hold on to it. Get it out.
Mengi done enough to pull him down and stop the flow of the attack there. 60 minutes on the clock. Another 30 left to go to try and salvage this. Has not been great by any stretch of the imagination. How's he not getting booked for that, by the way? Cynical. George Cardos says we built £1 billion stadium with no flat spot to warm up on. You guys crack me up. Vicario with the ball. Don't start going back to this slow lethargic
don't start
shit.
going back. Don't start slowing down, man. If our center backs have to, they need to carry it forward too. I don't give Vicario. You carry it forward.
It won't be long before you see that in football.
Yeah.
Tottenham Hotspurs.
Thank you, Maddison. There we go. These are the right decisions, man. Don't stop there. Wait for the out. There you go. We've opened them up completely.
To Johnson. Johnson pulls it across. Oh, it's cleared out off the line. Werner in there again. Burner to Werner. Yeah. Oh, I thought that was it, Nick.
Yeah, I did too, man. I did too. But, you know, I mean, somebody Johnson, in the center. There you go. Udogi's got to be in there.
Pulls it back. Maddison.
Matter's trying, but there's too many people in front of him.
Son should have ran out and had it himself. He should have got greedy there.
Who is that? Toro.
Good ball. Oh, it's nearly got in. Keepers collided with the post to keep it out. Son goes, hunts it down, or Johnson does, and it's gone
Johnson
out for
flicks it out for a goal kick.
Oh, I think Sonny could have ran with that more himself instead of squaring it to Maddison. But it's clear what we're looking for down the right hand side and putting it across the box for someone else. Spurs GCTV says give Ange credit for the substitution. Absolutely spot on. It's worked. It has worked. Nick.
Yeah, I would say so, man. And I wouldn't have said that Kulu was our biggest problem. But you know what? Hey, we needed somebody who's going to cause them put fear in them, you know. And there's, I mean, all right, Johnson's got a right foot. You know what? And he can put in a low cross. You know, I know you were having some questions about that at the build-up, but you know what? I have seen decent low crosses, Andrew Ball style from Johnson. You know what? It's more than just it's more than just the substitution. Maybe taking Kulu off was a way to get the fire up Bissouma and Maddison, but I've definitely seen a better half from Maddison.
Do you think he used the point using Kulu, Nick, taking him off?
I think that may be it. Like that nobody's position is safe. Maddison, I'm looking at you.
Good point. Maybe he has done, you know. Because it was interesting, because Kulu was doing a lot of battling, but there wasn't a lot of sort of end product. But look, I think he, you know, knowing that we go at teams a lot more in the second half, it suits Johnson because we're moving things a lot quicker. When we don't move it quick, you know, like we did in the first half, you're basically asking our team to play through 11 men. But when you move it quick, you're taking players out of the game with your passing and stuff like that.
And we could see that right now.
Yeah, Luton has made a couple of changes here. They're on the attack to get the cross in, and it's blocked by Radu. Radu Dyer. Great block.
It goes out for a corner, or is that a goal kick? I couldn't see who that came off of as corner. Okay, listen, you know, Radu, you have to make yourself known. You're the most dominant presence out there on this pitch right now.
Yeah.
You have to be.
Clear this now. Use your big head and your man bun to clear this. You've got an extra inch with that man bun.
Morris is obviously trying to set them up for some kind of routine.
Oh, well, we know it's going to him towards the back post. It'll probably come back across. Yeah, Vicario out there. There we go.
There you go. But
it's a free shot.
Switched on.
It's gone through. Vicario, what a save.
Good job.
Gets down right to the corner. He's going mad at the outfield players for not closing down that
because
shot.
they were not organized after that rebound.
You're ball watching though, weren't they? Look, no one getting
Yeah.
Oh well.
I mean, Son's closing down, but he's the only one, man. They should be tightening up.
I don't like when players turn their back. I feel like if they just front it a little bit, they might be able to get their leg in the right direction.
Yeah.
It's another corner kick to Luton. We have to deal with this. 5 corners to Tottenham's 3 today so far. Alfie Dougherty looking to swing it in. Carlton Morris. Why is Maddison marking Carlton Morris? Oh, Lord. He ragdolled him there when he was running forward.
Come on.
Dorsey gets better. It's another cross. It's pulled back.
Mm.
Well done, Maddison. Gets it cleared as well, straight to a Tottenham player. That's absolutely brilliant by Johnson. Son caught on the heels there, maybe not expecting it. Luton with a bit of possession here, though. Come on, Tottenham. Squeeze it up. Get out. Well done, Sarr. Go on, Johnson. Get after that kid. Sonny, it's going back to the goalkeeper.
Put that pressure on, son.
Well done. Give us back the ball. That's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant there from Son and Johnson and Papa Sarr. Nick, James Coffey says, and really appreciate the support, sir. Kulu slows the game down. He's got good tight ball control and needs to take his man on the inside and shoot, not make safe passes that don't go anywhere.
And particularly, I agree, but in particular when he's playing off the left, I think it's a little bit different when he's playing in the center because he doesn't have to move around as much. But I think you're spot on.
Look, he needs to get back to the player we first signed. When he was posting numbers that were, if not matching Saka, but better than Saka's. We need to get him back to that sort of player. But look, it was a masterstroke bringing on Johnson. He has the benefit of running.
There you go. See him. He's all over. Poro's all over the place.
No.
But damn it, man.
Every ball seems to have to go across the Werner. It's like Ange Postecoglou.
Yeah, but you know what? Today. I mean, he seems Son's got to be up there too, man. He's got to be hugging those defenders as well.
But it's like the whole squad have a tenner on Werner to score today. It is. Everything's going across.
Man, that is a long shot bet.
But big up James Coffey. Look, it's definitely, whatever it's done, it's definitely sparked him into life. Look, Kulusevski does slow the play down as well. You are right to a certain degree in that aspect. But I don't think he's helped with how slow that ball does come out from the back line, though, to a degree. Because with how slow it's coming out in the first half, and you watch it compared to the second half, it's absolute night and day. The reason I'd argue Postecoglou's probably told him to speed it up so we can use Johnson's pace and get him one-on-one with the fullback. But why are we not issuing the same instruction to Kulu then in the first half? But we are making 2 substitutions here right now, Jamesy boy. We've got
for Lo Celso and Bento, huh? Sarr off, huh? I don't love that, but yeah.
For Bentancur.
Or Lo Celso.
So Sarr and Maddison are off. Bentancur and Lo Celso are on. And Maddison looks pissed off. He does not look happy whatsoever. Do you think it's with one eye with West Ham at the weekend, or do you think it's proven a point?
That game is very close, man. That game is very close. You know what? And good. Be pissed off, Maddison, because you didn't show up until the 45th minute. Yeah. And then you started playing, man. And maybe I don't know if it's tactical. I don't know why he's so far back. That's my own problem. I got to figure out. But you know what, man? Then if you're gonna start on Tuesday, you have to start the same way you came off then.
Yeah.
Pissed off, hungry, and ready to get in their half.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he had 68 minutes to produce something, didn't he? And I mean, he tried, 2 or 3 things just before he was substituted. Not good enough.
Yeah.
Nowhere near good enough. He can be pissed off at Ange all he wants. At the end of the day, these players need to take a look at themselves.
Come on, man. Ref. Sir! Sorry, had to throw it in there, man.
Where's the booking, though?
Ah.
Lo Celso, Porro, Johnson, Bissouma, into Bentancur, back to Bissouma. Romero.
I think it's going to take the midfield a little time to settle into new players here, man. Yeah, wow.
Bentancur, back to Bissouma. Get Richie on.
Johnson, there you go.
On to Bentancur. It's an early cross. Son's flying in. So's Werner. Oh, it's bespoken. Bentancur comes back.
Oh, we still have possession of this ball right now. Come on. Luton is all over the place defensively right now.
Oh, they're all over the place. That's why we got to stop this being stale, shitty passing. Go at them. They're all over the shop. So unlucky. It's a good early ball. Son's just a yard off it. Werner heads it back across goal. I don't know why he didn't go 4 goal. People saying how his son missed that. They are difficult when they come in like that. They are.
Yeah, it's a little. The timing has got to be perfect. But you know what? I mean, at least he's in that position right now, because that's what I've been screaming about since the first half. You know, the center forward's got to be in the center and getting forward.
Yeah, spot on.
You know, another situation where if Son's on the left and Richie's in the center, I think that's a goal.
Yeah, spot on. Bentancur. Oh, it's a great ball over the top for Speedy Johnson. What can he do here? Pulls it back.
Oh, is that Porro?
Porro on his left foot. I think he thought it was
too much.
Oh, we've got drop kick. Your teacher says Sheffield is 3-1 up against Fulham. Oh, says everything though, doesn't it? Shows how poor we were against them. Shows how lack of confidence we are. Oh, Porro should have hit the target there. He's got to keep that down. He's gone for it on his weaker foot. I think he thought he scored. Our Sheffield United beating Fulham 3-1. That's shocking. Drop kick your teacher.
I mean, that's typical though. That's because they just beat us. That's why.
Oh, come on. Bissouma wins that. Werner tries to win it.
Toki using his strength and his pace, man. He coming from behind the player and still winning the ball. Well done. Yeah, I mean, Luton's definitely does not have the gas they had in the first half right now.
Good 1-2 between Bentancur and Porro there.
Yeah.
Sonny, go on. Unlucky. Porro picks it back up. Good ball to Bentancur. Good ball into the Celso. Oh my fucking God, Jesus, you absolute twerp. I have zero tolerance for his shit because he barely ever plays. Come on. There's a reason why. He's not even tracking the back. Look at that. He's just jogging. No one near him when he gave away that ball. Wake the fuck up. It's not fucking Argentina you're playing for now. Oh, wait, you don't even play for them anymore, useless shitbag. Do something. Giving away possession, first touch. Useless.
Nah, man, he's still playing for Argentina. That's the only team he plays for.
Oh, it's infuriating. I have less time for his shit than anyone else's. I've had to wait 5 years, and he does exactly what I gave out about.
Yeah.
Now Luton looking to waste some time here. Come on!
There is no reason we should not be winning this game. We got 20 minutes to do it.
Tyler says, laughing my ass off, have some faith in Gio Dave. He's going to win us the game. Watch. I really hope he does.
Listen, he probably will end up winning the fucking game, you know?
Keep
like a banger from outside the box.
Quieter. I'll have a look at it now. Give me 1 second, my man. Why there's a change happening? Give me 1 second. Why does this keep happening? Let's up this a little. Let's see what this bad boy does. Right, there we are. We'll leave it at that. Right, should be all good now, my man. Should be good.
Gio with the ball out to Werner. Decent ball. But Werner's off? No? Yes, he is. Not timed correctly.
Get Richie on. We want Richie. It's made for him. Prue.
Yeah, do you put Richie on at this point, man? And do you keep Son on? Or do you take Son off? Some in the chat they're thinking Sonny's got a bit of an injury. I think he's walking a little bit weird too.
Look,
frankly.
He's had a lot. Like, let's not forget, he
a lot of time.
Surgery right before preseason. He wasn't fit for the first few games of the season.
And he's been playing international
competition.
Constantly.
He's played a lot of football this year.
And those fashion shows take a lot out of you, man. A lot of walking, a lot of standing.
Do you know, I wouldn't take Son off. I'd just take off one of the defenders and I'd go for it. Bring Richie on at some point.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like a center back?
So,
or are you going to take off Porro or Udogie? I mean, I wouldn't do either of those, though.
Yeah, I'll take off Radu.
Yeah?
Look, I don't know. Even take off Werner, put Son out left, and fucking get Richie through the middle. I'd keep Son on because even though he plays shit, he still has the capable of just that one strike, that one opportunity. Peter saying, team up, please don't sign his ass, no matter how cheap.
Yeah, I mean, I'm starting to edge to that, man. I was giving him the benefit of the doubt as much as possible, but it's getting less and less.
Look, anything he does for me is a bonus. I had zero expectations when we signed him.
Yeah.
Anything he does for me is a bonus. People are calling for pigeon time. If you want it to be pigeon time, like King Hoddle put in there, pigeon time. Win that. Well done, Romero. Go on, Bissouma.
With
well
the header.
Done. Gio again. Oh, holy shit. He is so bad. Good pressure by Johnson.
Yeah.
Well done. Forces a throw-in out of the goalkeeper. If Gio gives away the ball another time, I'll take him off and bring on Richie.
Yeah, I think you got to do something about Son right now, too, because it's clear Johnson's taking up his position. And Sonny's a little bit slow right now.
On the Vicario. Don't start this waiting for them. Go at them. Romero. Back to Vic. Tyler says, no, I didn't. I thought it was on. Why is that happening? No. Okay. Thank you, Tyler.
All right, the game has gotten very sloppy on both sides in the last 5 minutes in particular, man. We've lost our forward momentum right now. We need to get it back, man. And if it's got to be from the defense,
to get into the game.
Yeah. If it's got to be our defenders or Bissouma, you know what? You got to make something happen, man. Come on.
Dragusin, go. Just go.
Dragusin carrying that ball.
Go on. Look at that man bone flapping around in the wind.
There you go.
Drago
making a forward run, too.
Werner.
Sonny's behind you, Werner. See him.
Lo Celso. To Werner. Oh,
come on, Gio.
Lo Celso cross. Sonny!
Yes, that went through. That went in. Yes, it did.
It's surely gone over the line.
What? No way.
That watch must not be working.
Get the hell out of here.
That's gone over.
Oh, my Lord.
That's a free.
Somebody check the chip in the ball.
Somebody
check the chip. VAR, what's going on here?
That's gone over. Let's have a look. Lo Celso pulls it back to Sonny.
That's gone over.
That's in. Let's have another look here.
I got to check my prescription.
A point blank save from Brendan
Somebody
Johnson.
do something.
That's in. That's behind the line. That's behind the line. That's robbery. First of all, a woeful from Johnson on the finish, and he had the whole other side to go to aim at, but that's over the line. That's fully over the line. It's behind the post.
I mean, maybe it was a millimeter still on. I don't know what happened there, man.
It's a free kick, though.
I know those chips break, man.
That's in. I don't care anyone says, unless it's like a second. It's a good. Oh, it's way over the bar, for fuck's sake. That's daylight robbery. Well, I'm sorry. I think that was Johnson that hit that. How's he hit that straight at Kaminsky, though? That should be in the back of the net.
Well, that's a talking point for the rest of the week because they're definitely going to be checking on that goal, without a doubt.
That's robbery. Let's punish them for that now.
Yeah. I mean, we're doing it. We're up in their face right now.
Carlton Morris holding it up.
Yeah. No stupid fouls here.
Tottenham throw-in, I think, is it? Or Luton throw-in? Luton throw-in. They're just going to slow it down. They'll be absolutely delighted with the point. Enrico Jesus Preseno says, where's the graphic? If you're on about the thumbnail, I actually don't know where it's disappeared to. It was up, but I don't know where it's disappeared to. Shawnee Maddox says, we don't stop. Let's see if that's today. Let's see if that happens today. Other people saying the ref is blatantly cheating. Someone needs to check the watch battery, Nick.
Yeah, man. You know, so technological failure. It does happen. It has happened before.
But then VAR needs to get involved. Well done. Good pressure there between Gio.
Yeah, but Luton has picked up their press a little bit more.
Yeah. Do not let him swing this in.
Come on, Dodoki. Get close. Get close. He's not confident about it at all. Bissouma, you get close now too. Thank you.
Bissouma,
turn it over now, fast.
Let's go. Gio on the breakaway. What can he do?
Don't hold it too long.
Okay, that's an all right ball to Brennan.
Get up. Stay by your men.
Brennan Johnson cuts in.
He doesn't know what to do.
Onto Gio. Good ball onto
Sonny, get on side.
Outside. Get it across. It's across. Oh, Kaminsky with the save. Get up. Don't you dare dive again. Don't you dare sit down. Get up. Play on. There's a second here for us. Come on, Spurs. Don't fuck this up. Mojo Matsi says, stop whining. I think he's talking to people in the chat there about the goal. Come on. 9 minutes left on the clock. Luton are just wasting every opportunity. We need to take our next one. They're wasting time given every opportunity. Goal decision system. There's the graphic. No way. No way.
Boy, I had stuff fall off me in the shower that was thicker than that.
I mean, I know to some that inch matters, right? If people get my drift, but come on. Majority of the ball's over the line. Martin Nicebridge says they have the goal line camera in the Prem. Yes. Yeah, well, look, I'd argue it's not working and they pulled that out of somewhere, just to sort of, look, it is what it is. Just go and put one in the back. We shouldn't have to be waiting on this decision anyway. Should be 3 or 4 up by at this stage. Fine margins, people are saying, spot on. Oh, Martin, it's a sucker punch, that, man.
Yeah, I mean, that being said, though, that's not why we're not winning this game. Yeah.
By the way, surely Luton have no subs left. How many have they made? Seems like they're making one every 2 bloody minutes. Spurs GCTV, yeah, they are running down the clock with 8 to 10 minutes. Look, a point for them in a relegation scrap is absolutely
it's
big,
massive, yeah.
It's what they need. They're going to do this. It's up to us now to punish them, take our chance. Al Johnson, I know, there's debate whether that's over the line or not, but Al Johnson hits that straight at Kaminsky when he's got the whole goal free. I don't understand. If that was Son, that was in. Why can't we get the ball to Son in that position, actually? But again, this is the problem with only playing one half of football. This is the risk you take.
Throwing back, Luton's has no initiative to go forward right now. They're definitely not looking to win this game. They're looking to hold what they have, clearly.
Doji, good cushion header down to Werner. Back to a Doji. Let's go, big dog. Come on. Go on the sprint race. No foul. You've done everything. No foul. Oh,
come on, man.
Why would you do all that work to give away the foul? You forced them back inside, which is what we wanted. Oh, his fucking watch is working now. Prick. Come on, Prue. It's pigeon time. Come on, Richie. Come on. Come on, boy.
Bissouma's off.
He's going for it.
Yeah.
I wonder, does that mean Son will drop a bit deeper and you put Richie then in the, for a bit of creativity and put Richie... I don't know why the fans are applauding. We're 1-1 to Luton, for fuck's sake. Sit down. Luton running out of Doji. Do not let him cross it. It's gone out for a corner kick.
Corner.
Oh, we're not going to win this. They'll probably put on like 1 minute of injury time as well, even though the Luton have wasted about half of this half. Next time we get possession, we've just got to go.
Yeah.
Just have to go. None of this
It's
holding on to shit. Just go.
Yeah. Yeah. We need that from the defense. The defense has got to be proactive moving the ball forward. They can't be waiting for people to be open.
Luton with
Clear
the
this.
outswinger. This is where their dangerous set pieces. Got to deal with this. It's cleared to the edge of the box. Sonny picks it up.
Come on,
right, we've got
buddy.
white shirts running forward. You've got Werner. Use him, Sonny. Please
there
use
you go.
him. He does. Is he
Very
offside,
well
though? Werner running at his man. What can he do? Gets the ball across. Back to Sonny. Yes!
No, my Lord. Thank God. I'm not even gonna scream. I should be screaming right now.
Sonny.
But that's what should be happening.
Come on.
For the love of
I think it was
God.
Johnson. Come on.
Yeah. Right decisions made by people. Johnson, thank you. Not going for looking at it. He could have lost that easily.
Come on. He's with me. He's a part of my family. In your head.
In your head.
It's Sonny. Come on. Woo. We left it late, but we'll fucking take it.
All right. Listen, 2 more goals. I want 2 more goals in the next 6 minutes, man. There's going to be, I think there's going to be 8 minutes of freaking extra time.
Nick, George Carradine
yes,
is
son.
coming back
Yes,
to
son.
remind you of something. He says, about time. Like you said, Dave, never take sun off.
Right. Yeah, no. Okay. I'll eat that, man.
I'll
eat that. I'll hold
by
that.
The way. Good layback to Sonny.
Yes, man, because he could.
He does well there.
Yeah, I thought he was going to miss it. I thought he was going to miss that pass.
Oh, it took a deflection, but we'll take it. Come on. K32 in the chat. Easy. Oh. Spurs GCTV says give Tebow credit. No, fair play. Got the ball in.
Yeah.
Run off, Sonny.
Good pass on the inside. I don't know if you could call that a cross, but definitely a good pass on the inside, and good decision not to try to go all the way himself.
Martin Nicebridge says, is that sunlight you got over there, Davey boy? Yeah, there's a sun is splitting the trees, my man. It's absolutely splitting the trees. But, when I finished here, I'm jumping on to Chris Collins, I believe. And then I'm doing a Twitter Reacts later on to put out there tomorrow for you guys. So I might not see the sun today, Martin Knightsbridge. But look, it's definitely a sunny day, all right. He's got the winner. Come on. Now he's come off, Nick. Now you can take him off. He's come off. He's come off from Pierre Sinadine
For
Sauceberg.
PEH, yeah.
Oh, what a difference a goal can make to your mood.
100%, man. I mean, to the rest of the weekend, hopefully, if we can see this out without any stupid mistakes, be professionals out here, man. And that's why you have Højbjerg on right now.
Luton, can we just see this out? Hey, souvenir there for someone in the south stand.
Okay, don't sit back, though, man. You know what? Go for one more goal. There's no reason we can't keep them out and still score again.
Richie, lad. We need one for Richie today.
Yeah. The way Johnson is putting in the crosses right now is ripe for Richie to be there.
Jano71 says, this is Johnson's level, Nick. A bit harsh, isn't it?
You may have something there. So we'll play him against the Lutons and bring in Rafinha against the cities.
Go on, Richie. Go on. Hunting that down.
There you go. Sit him down.
Like a hungry pigeon. Someone get the bread out. Doji. Oh, he gets dispossessed. Wins it back. Well done. Sauceberg tidies it up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, Lee. It's changed. I'm pretty sure I changed it.
Bento doing things. Yes. Tekken, I don't know if I agree with that, man. I mean, maybe I missed a couple of things, but I haven't seen a whole lot from the Celso. I think Bentancur looks a little bit more like he's making things happen a bit more.
No, Bentancur's been decent since he's come on. Lascelles done 1 or 2 bits, but he's cancelled that out with some of the bits he's done shit as well. Johnson, good ball
There you
around the
go.
corner.
Okay, in the right place at the right time. Thank you. Come. What?
Oh, lucky.
That was kind of.
Or was it Lascelles trying the quick one there?
Yeah.
People said Johnson man the match. To be honest with you, I'm going to find it hard to pick 4 people for man the match today.
Yeah,
It's
man.
definitely going in there.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get a chance for Richie in front to go. Oh, it was supposed to be 3 minutes, but they now turned it to 9 minutes because Tottenham have scored. It was supposed to be 3. Make no mistake about that. If it was 1-1, it would have been 3 more minutes. But look, it's just more than enough time to get Nick the goal that he wants.
That's right.
Romius. And Luton have to come out and press now as well.
Yeah, and they are very tired right now, too.
Yeah.
Their key players are very tired.
Vicario. Goes long. Johnson and the pigeon after it.
Mm-hmm. Richie's hunting it down. Stay on your feet, boy. God damn.
He's hungry, Nick.
Yeah, he clearly is.
He hasn't had grass in weeks.
Do pigeons eat grass? I guess so.
Richarlison eats what he wants, lad. What do pigeons
Put that
eat?
pressure on them.
What do pigeons eat?
Any shit on a New York City street, man. In my hood. Anything that they can steal off you.
Now's about time when you see all the rival fans waiting for Tottenham's lose to leave the chat.
Right, yeah. There were a bunch in there before they had to, man. Trying to keep it
Yeah, they're all gone now. So it's only Spurs fans left.
Izzy Hassan has changed his mind. Now he likes Spurs.
I think we all go through them emotions on match day.
Yeah.
I'm 1-0 down.
I mean, this is another rough ass game to watch, and we should not be doing this, man.
No.
It should not be this difficult against a team that is fighting relegation.
Do you know what it is, Nick? Right? I've learned this season more than ever. At 1-0 down, I'm sitting there. I'm like, why did I do this to myself? Why did my old lad inflict a lifetime of pain on me and everything else? And then when we win, I sit there and I'm like, that's why. That's probably why. You know, you get the greatest high in life that nothing else can give you. It's more exhilarating than sex.
Right there forward. Come on, Werner. Come on, get forward, Pete. Come on, Pierre.
Oh, what? Jesus, Lord Christ.
I mean, just take a pause, man. Pause for a second and then cut it back.
Shouting that Werner. He's about 6. Oh, look at the space he has. Oh, my Lord. Oh, God.
Yeah, Surf Sauce, I can't disagree, man. Especially, I mean, the chances we've had, at least 2 should have been put away. We are way, way off the finish article. Under Ange Postecoglou. Ange Postecoglou, man, he's not perfect, but he is not the problem. Under this system, we should be putting these teams away with how he wants us to play.
It sort of proves that, though, Nick, right? Look the way they were the first 45 compared to the second 45, right? They turned the performance around just like that. That ain't because Postecoglou done something magical at half-time. He gave them a rollicking. He took off Kulu, sent out a message, and said there'll be more to follow if you don't fucking buck up. Oh, it's a lovely switch of play. It's towards the pigeon. He's been absolutely manhandled, referee. No. I mean, we need to call in the ISPCA, the animal rights people here. That's a joke.
Going up on 5 minutes left of extra time.
Oh, 5 minutes left and I can enjoy my bank holiday weekend.
Hold these guys down, man. They're going to try desperation.
Oh, if they get on the attack, just foul them.
Yeah. There you go. Come on, Rich.
Oh, it's a great tackle. It's a bloody great tackle.
Who got carded there? Barkley again? Send him off.
No, it's not him. It's he taking the free kick. Spurs player got booked. Oh, come on. Let's see this out. Tekken says 2-2 at Chelsea. Cullen scored. I mean, that guy wouldn't hit the barn door with a Boeing 727, my man. The airplane. Don't know how he scored. We'll take it, though.
Who's Chelsea playing right now?
Burnley.
Okay.
Here we go. Talk about the attack again. Chua Doji. Radu. Into Salzburg. Good ball.
There you go. Nice pass. All right, Bento. You do the job yourself if you have to.
Oh, the referee lets him. No, he doesn't. Free kick to Luton. Dying few minutes. 3-4 minutes left, and he gives Bentancur a card as well. He really didn't need to lose possession there.
No.
Tiger2999 says, I think you mean the RSPCB, Dave. What does that mean? Over here, it's called the ISPCA.
Yeah, it's the RSPCA in America, too. So I don't know. I don't know where Tiger's from.
It's like tomato, potato, potato, my man.
Who's down on the floor right now?
Play acting. Whoever it is deserves an Oscar. It's brilliant. It's even winding Carter Morris up. Look.
Morris. Come on, man. Is it Poro?
Oh.
Or is it Johnson?
Oh, well done, Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson. Come on,
he
buddy.
grabs his arm and falls down. It's fantastic acting. I mean, I need to get a scorecard. That's definitely a good solid 8, Nick.
Yeah. Listen, the Oscars were last month there, Johnny boy.
I think a bit more expression in the face. We could have got that to a 10. Come on. Big Ash past the car glue. We play the way we want to, whether it's right or wrong. Richie with the header.
2 minutes, man. 2 minutes, and we're holding for 4th place.
Oh, that's beautiful by Paro.
Mm-hmm. Doing what he needs to do.
He says the B for birds. Love it. Love it.
Gotcha.
Kaminsky. On to the own goal scorer. Trying to make up for it. Marauding down the tower for Tottenham Hotspur.
Do not let them get that far down the half.
Do not let him make up for his error.
Watch out for this.
Crosses it back post.
Watch out.
Up. Don't let him shoot.
There you go.
Well
Good
done.
job. Gio.
Well done.
At least,
Lo Celso. Well done, Gio.
Lo Celso. He's got fresh legs. That's what you should be doing,
some
man.
ground there to do that.
Yeah.
Fair play, Tyler. Fair play to him. See, Tyler, give him praise where it's due, my man. Oh, that's beautiful by Lo Celso. Great work. What speed do you reckon he clocked up there, Nick?
I don't know, man, but he's got little legs, that guy, and they were moving real fast.
You get a job on the Wacky Racers when they come back. Come on, ref, blow it up. Oh no, still a minute left. I'm getting too ahead of myself. Richie, well done. And again, so go on, big bird. There we are.
Hold on to this ball.
Salzburg, come on, straight to the corner. Burner to Werner. Johnson. Onto Rodrigo. Don't slip.
Stay on your feet, bud.
Salzburg. Porro. Rodrigo. Great ball.
There you go.
Celso. Does well there. Johnson. Gives it away. Romero sends it straight up the other end. Go on, Richie. Oh, well done, Richie. He's done absolutely brilliant there. He's all over him, ref. Free kick to Tottenham. Put this in the box and then it's game over. 99 minutes on the clock. Got 99 problems, but Luton ain't one. Come on! Get in! Game over!
Oh, they called it. All right. I see what you did there, David. That was good.
Ain't one. Let's go.
Oh, man. 2-1.
I'll take it. Not great.
Yeah, I'll take it. But but still, it's tough to say after a win, but not good enough,
Look, I'm just relieved to put points on the board. They do say in these last 10 games, business end of the season, You just don't lose games. Look, first
Yeah.
half not good enough, and it's definitely something that needs to be improved upon going forward, especially with some of the bigger teams we've got coming up. Completely agree with you. But look, credit to Ange, right? He tried to affect it in the first half, didn't work, made a sub at half-time. Johnson did come on and change the game. Credit to the kid after a dismal display against Fulham last time. It was absolutely superb today. And the subs did work. You know, he had the boss take off Maddison, Sarr, bring on Bentancur and Gio. It brought some fresh legs to it. You know, look, at the end of the day, we got over the line. We had some other chances. Werner missed a sitter. Johnson should have scored. We shouldn't have had to rely on goal line technology. You know, a couple of other chances. Could have made a lot in lighter work of it on another day. But look, we got 3 points, Nick. You got 3 points. Performance does matter, though. But where does this leave you then going forward in your eyes, you know, in terms of confidence heading into next week? Or heading into
Well,
Tuesday,
the first thing it leaves me with is an impression that there's over 300 people still in the house right now. 178 likes. Get the likes up. Get the likes up is where it leaves me, man. You know, it leaves me thinking that the next 9 matches is right we have left is going to be difficult, man. I still don't have a whole lot of confidence, man. This team is very schizophrenic when it comes to the level of team we play and how we show up. Because we could go over to West Ham on Tuesday and absolutely run right through them. I think there's just as big a chance as us possibly losing to having lost to Luton, man. You know, I think we've got the team and the possibility there of getting maximum points out of these 9 games, man. It's just, you know, there's changes to the way the team reacts when we're going forward that happened in the first half that I just don't know why that doesn't happen in the second half. I don't know why it doesn't happen in the first half. And I'm talking about, you know, the center forward being the most available man to get on the end of a cross. Why is it always got to be the opposite winger? You know, because we're not playing hold up play with Son. Yeah, there are questions about, you know, what happens tactically that I think Ange has to do. You know, he has to be proactive about that, and clearly that's happened. It's not just the substitutions; he's done it in the second half. But yeah, is it complacency? Do we come and play these teams and just think, oh, it's going to be easy? You know, I know we've done that in past seasons recently under Conte, under Mourinho, where we think it's going to be a cakewalk and just nobody shows up.
Look, what I will say, after international breaks, though, Nick, it is, you know, first game back together, and people do sort of, you know, struggle to get into it and all. And look, at least we've seen a reaction today. But look, I agree with you in terms of confidence going forward. I mean, where does it leave us? You know, we've seen this way too much, and against better teams, they will put us away in the first half. You know, why do we wait till just before half time or, you know, second half to start progressing that ball out from the back line a lot quicker than what we do? You know, earlier on this season, we were doing well in the first half and slacking off in the second half. Now there seems to be a large trend, you know, where we sort of sit back and wait for the second half to really go at teams. That's now 6 first halves of football. Or I think 6 or 7 now on the trot, where we haven't scored a goal, and nor do we look like scoring. You know, Maddison pissing about, Bissouma pissing about, the guys at the back line pissing about with the ball coming out from the back. You know, in the second half, we brought on Johnson, but it was a clear tactic to the back line. Get that ball out a lot quicker and get it to Johnson at his feet where he can go and do things. But then why aren't we doing that in the first half? Why are we waiting? Why are we making games a lot more difficult than what it needs to be? Today we should have rocked up here, put Luton to the sword nice and early, and got guys off later on, you know, early in the second half and make them fresh for Tuesday. And still made subs anyway. But I don't understand why we have to wait to the second half. But look, at the end of the day, lad, you know, it's hard to come back off international break and settle in like that. We've put points on the board, and at least we're still in the mix for another few hours yet.
Yeah, absolutely. Leslie Crawford asking who got the assist. I think the assist is Johnson, and Johnson did play well. A lot of people saying, yeah, I think he played well. I think he's starting to gain a lot more confidence, and you know, with be able to hold the ball, and that's where his confidence let him down when we saw him at the beginning of the season. I think it's Stevie Frazier putting in, you know, the Van de Ven factor. And I think that's right, too, man. I think, especially in the first half, sort of our lack of progression out of the back with dominance. You know, I think a lot of that may have had to do with Dragusin not being comfortable playing out from the left. And I think we saw a little bit more from him in the second half. I think we saw him, at least if it wasn't trying to make the pass from the left to the left side, it was at least just saying, you know what, take the damn ball yourself, you know? And I think that's something that Andrew would have put in his ear directly. But Mickey Van de Ven, you don't have to tell him that. He's going to do it, you know?
Yeah. Look, Dragusin cannot play against West Ham on Tuesday night. It has to be Van de Ven back in there.
Well, we're lucky. We're lucky in that he does.
The longer Dragusin plays at left-sided centre-back, Nick, the more he'll become a trigger press for teams. As soon as he gets the ball, it'll be all charged towards him, make him panic. But look, at the end of the day, you know, we got 3 points on the board. We sit in 4 as we speak, waiting for Aston Villa to play Wolves this evening. So, as it stands, we're in top 4 with 9 games to go. So, you know, job done, but not convincingly. We got a super chat here from Martin Knightsbridge. He says, "What twat said this was crap earlier?" We all did. I think there's about 500 of us sitting there moaning, calling it crap and stuff like that. But look, I think you'll agree, Greeny, Martin, it is becoming very, very frustrating that we're playing 45 minutes of football. We've got to have a better game plan in the first half of games going forward. We really do. And then Ian Cook with a super sticker says, "Keep it up." Big up, Ian Cook. Really appreciate the support, my man. Top guy. Really do appreciate it. And then I think there's one more that I've missed that I think I need to get to. Just bear with me 1 second, guys. Where is it?
Yeah, no, you got to do the man of the match too. Kent Ovi Wagoness. Hope I got that right. I don't think I did.
So
but
we'll
it's
put
saying,
in man of the match then, people. Get your suggestions in the chat. I think Johnson is definitely one. So outside
I think Johnson is the shout for me.
Outside of Brennan Johnson, everyone put in your man of the matches. I mean, Nick, who would you put forward today? I think we'll struggle to find forward, to be brutally honest with you. But let's give it
that is definitely a struggle. I mean, you take a look at the back line and you go, okay, well, you know, we didn't have anything bad to say about Romero today. You know, he had a decent game. He was everywhere he was supposed to be. You know, even the goal was I couldn't find fault at him for. So I guess for not having a bad game, you might want to put him in there. Udogie was pretty. Romero. I would say Udogie was pretty damn good, especially defensively, man. He did his job. I did, you know, for the first goal, I can't recall exactly. Maybe he was partially to blame. I think a lot of everybody who was back there was to blame for that goal. You know, it's hard to say. I thought Porro was very good in the second half. He was doing exactly what, but where the hell was he in the first half, you know, with that? Is it because Kulu was on the left-hand side? Is that a problem? Right-hand side, sorry. Kulu was on the right.
Struggling. I've got Johnson. Some people are suggesting Son, Nick.
I mean, I don't think he had the worst match in the world at all. I think he made some positive plays. I think that's part of the position in an Ange system, is that he's going to. Yeah, I think, you know, I think it's decent, man. Dragusin, man of the match. No, I don't know about that. Steven Wilson, not so sure about that.
I'm thinking about Papa Matasar or Timo Werner.
Star? Yeah. I don't know. For those sitters, Werner, I'm just
going to go with 3. We're scraping the barrel past
that.
Some choices,
I
Johnson,
think that's fair enough.
Porro and Son, guys. Start the poll. Why do we don't want a 4 option? I think I have to put a 4 option in. I'm going to say the referee.
Vicario for the save.
We'll put
why not? Yeah. Because he had a damn good game.
So, guys, your poll is up there for man of match. Get your thoughts in on that. Get your votes in. Let me just catch up with the chat here. Why is this come up here as well? Give me 1 second. Dark Sung G with the super chat says, man of the match. Johnson changed the game when he came on. Come on, you Spurs. This is the problem, and he did. He's absolutely spot on. But this is the biggest problem with Johnson, though, Nick. You don't know what you're going to get when you put him out there.
Well, though, I mean, the Fulham match aside, let's pull the Fulham match out and then look at the previous 5 games. I think we've seen an improvement from him. So it's, you know, I mean, I'm teetering now more of we're going to get a better version of Johnson going forward. It's a tricky one because we look at the players that we're looking at for next year, and is Johnson subject to be pushed out for somebody who's better? And I bet you there's a lot of people who immediately said, "Oh yeah, he's not good enough."
Yeah, look, it is a tricky one with Johnson. Look, at the end of the day, I don't buy into the age thing. I think he's 22 years of age. But, he was magnificent against Aston Villa, crap against Fulham, and then brilliant when he came off the bench here today. And I think this is the problem with Postecoglou. I think Postecoglou does believe in him. But when he seems to throw his faith in him to start, he lets him down. When he brings him off the bench, it tends to work. With Johnson, I just think he needs to add a lot more consistency to his game. He needs to be at it every single week, every opportunity he gets. But look, credit to the kid today. He came on, he was direct. Even though he was direct, he got the ball out his feet, he manoeuvred it lovely, put a couple of crosses in there. And he was absolutely brilliant today. But we want to see more of this from Brennan Johnson. He's not at Nottingham Forest now. It's not okay to turn up every couple of games. Every single week, you've got to bring consistency. That's why Tottenham look to bring you to a team challenging for Champions League, looking to be a top 4 team, because they believe you can take the next step. And that's the next step he needs to take. He needs to be on it week in, week out. Because if not, he's constantly just going to give Postecoglou a headache. Because when Postecoglou goes, okay, you deserve it, he lets him down and stuff like that. So he needs to bring consistency, but he was absolutely brilliant off the bench today. He done what I think Werner was trying to do, which was expose them, but Johnson done a much better job of it. Adrian Chia says, Hammers let in 4 today, but they scored 3. Look, West Ham, I'm not looking forward to that on Tuesday night, to be brutally honest with you. I think it's going to be a bit of a lethargic game to start with, both teams coming off the back of a game at the weekend. But West Ham, we know what they'll do to us. They'll sit back and they'll look to hit us on the counter like they've done at our place, and it worked to an absolute treat to them. So it's going to be a tough ask. But look, again, it's a lesson learned from today that we better rectify in West Ham. West Ham are going to give us large periods of the ball. They don't want the ball. They want to play without and catch us on the counter. But that's where Maddison has to stop being a little, shitbag and just start coming out and start performing. He done absolutely nothing there today. Then he looks pissed off, shaking his head when he's walking off like, look at me, I'm an international superstar. I shouldn't be taking off. I keep saying this about Maddison. When's it going to click with him? For him to become an elite player, he needs to be at it every single week. He needs to be demanding that ball and looking to make things happen. He does it just before half-time when he knows there's a rollicking coming his way. And then he started doing it just before the substitutions were made to try and maybe change Postecoglou's thoughts. That's an actor. You don't need to act. Let your performance, speak for itself. But for me, he's absolutely key. What we can't do is get caught what we done last time out against them and be lulled into false sense of security, just popping it about and not actually trying to break them down and use possession to our advantage, Nick.
Yeah, man. And I was getting it a little bit hard from a couple of people before the kickoff when I questioned whether you start Maddison or not. Listen, we saw it. We saw exactly what I was talking about in the first half. And Maddison is not a young player. Like, he's not a new kid coming up who's got to learn. This is not the first time that the fact that he goes missing has been thrown at him in his career. That's why I say certainly he needs competition, but he's got to be showing, man. He's got to be taking the bull by the horns in the first half and making his presence known.
Yeah. He just has to be a lot more commanding. He has to just want to do a lot more. I absolutely agree with you.
And he does. He has the ability to do that. So why the hell aren't we seeing it?
That's the thing. That's what I don't understand. Look, this is one thing that Leicester fans did say about Maddison. He does tend to blow hot and cold. Like, he'll have a great streak and then he'll go missing for a good period of time. Look, that ain't good enough for him to get into the England squad. If I was him tonight, rather than sitting there maybe being pissed off at Ant or other players around you, have a long look in the mirror. How many times did he drop back again, receive the ball off the centre half, pop it back and jog off again? I'm sorry, if you're a player that is confident, that has a bit of bollocks about you, you get turned, you start moving it forward. The only reason why Maddison should be dropping back that deep is because he's frustrated that the ball ain't coming to him. So then when you do get it, you've got to make things happen. So next time someone else gets the ball, to go, right, well, Maddison's on it, he's looking to make things happen, I'll give it to him. He's not commanding enough in that sense for me. And we really need him to step up for these last 9 games because we're going to need it. We're going to need it. It's not good enough every once in a while trying an outside of the boot, cross and stuff like that. I don't care if you give 9 of 10 of them away. You will get one. But at least do it. At least try. That's where I'm at with that. 2J says, Dave, I love you, bro, but you have to stop defending Kulu. He's been effing dreadful. Johnson is faster, has faster accelerations, and crosses are better. Look, when it comes to Kulu, there is a lot of work that he does that gets absolutely missed and not recognised. You know, the amount of battling. He's a great ball carrier and stuff like that. I get what people are saying, but, like, you know, people have to stop doing this when Johnson has a good game, because you're going to look like mugs on Tuesday night when he plays shit again. You know, I'm not doing this with people one game and then everyone comes out. Look, when it comes to Brennan Johnson, he had the benefit of the second half because we moved the ball so much quicker out from the back line. As soon as one of the centre-backs got it, it was progressed straight out to one of the wing-backs and progressed on to the wingers. When Kulu plays in the first half, that doesn't happen. We're not giving him a fair opportunity in that regard, because anytime it's like you look at in the first half, Romero, Vicario, Dragusin knocking it around between them, waiting for one of them to be pressed, wasn't happening, and then eventually progressing it. But by then, Luton are already set up. But if we started progressing it a lot quickly out from the back, like we did for Brendan Johnson today, to Kulusevski, you would see him do a lot more. When Kulusevski gets the ball, he's got 11 men to play through. There's a massive difference. Nick,
I mean, you know,
I think I'm talking shite on it, but where do you stand on it?
It's a rough question, because I think that you know, some people just don't like him, and they haven't liked him since he came into the team. But you know, there's a lot of people out there, myself included, that are like, you know, this is a very good player here. He's got a good head on his shoulders, but has a lot of ability, has a lot of physicality that we need in the team. But he's just not a great right winger. He's not the right winger that we need right now because of his because of where his ability lies. So that's a big question mark right now for me. I still think that there's circumstances where you start Kulusevski over Brendan Johnson, and it's probably a lot of the times it's sheer stamina, you know, because you need a player like Johnson to come in the second half and shake things up. I mean, we saw it just now. You know, the fact that Kulusevski can play through the middle and can be another number 10. I'm going to say it again, man. I think possibly Kulusevski could have had more of an effect than Maddison did in that first half if he was playing in the center. You know, it's tough, but this is what, you know, managers get paid for. We want to have these decisions to make. We want to have enough quality on the bench to say, okay, it's not working here, we're going to shift around. All right. Today, thank God it did. It actually panned out exactly the way it's supposed to.
No, look, 100%. I completely agree with you on that, Nick. Look, I'm not sitting here saying Kulusevski's a perfect player. I said it before the game. You know, his end product needs to be a lot better. You know, he needs to deliver a lot more. You know, but one thing I think people look, for the majority of this season, he was the player that created more chances for anybody else in the Premier League from open play. Yeah. You know, people choose to ignore that stat. That shows he ain't as bad at creating as people maybe suggest. Okay, today he wasn't at it, but I still make the same argument. Get him the ball quickly the way we do to Brendan Johnson in that second half, and you'll see a lot better Kulu. Under Conte, you've seen a lot better from Kulu because it was quick ball out. He had he didn't have 11 men to play through and stuff like that. But look, also, why if fans thought Johnson was better than Kulu, why does he keep picking Kulu week in, week out?
Yeah, that's the thing, because he knows that there's aspects there that he needs, man.
Yeah.
You know, breaking lines with his physicality, hold up play. You know, it's tough. I think we're going to see a much harder decision because I think that we are bringing in higher quality people to challenge for those positions, man.
Look, Kulu does have to be better. I'm not denying that, but Johnson also needs to be more consistent as well. Look, between the two of them, they'd make a fine bloody player. That's what I would say. I would say. But big up to Jay. Big up. Really do appreciate the support on that one. But look, I will defend Kulu because I think there's a lot that he does do that goes unnoticed. And Spurs GCTV says, Ange got sub spot on. Definitely not naive. I mean, Nick, a lot of people have a few apologies. You know, they all went straight for him at halftime. Now there's no one's coming in here and saying, you know what, credit to Ange.
Yeah, man. So Jazz knows what I'm at.
Big up, Jazz.
Yeah, man, and I think we were all expecting something drastic to happen as far as the mentality of the team coming out because of what Ange would have done at halftime. That's what we're expecting to happen, especially with the lethargy from the first half. You know, people got to have patience in the middle of a game sometimes, you know, with what the manager's doing. Some people are just going to hold Ange's feet to the fire just because they think that that's what they're supposed to do. He's not good enough, you know, he's not done it, whatever the the repeated BS you want to talk about a guy who's had a career as long as he's had with trophies. Those people aren't going to shut up until we win something, though. That's the sad fact. We're just going to have to deal with it, until there's some piece of silverware, in his hands with this team. I don't know if I really want to dwell on that for me myself over the next 9 games. It's just going to happen. You're going to keep hearing it. It's questions like this that Fifth Elemento is put in that I think are the bigger questions right now. Rodrigo over Bissouma in that 6 role. Keep in mind, though, Bentancur came in for Sarr, in more of the 8. Do you play a man like Højbjerg? Do you start him in West Ham over Bissouma? That's a tough decision that Anne's got to make right now. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to shock the hell out of me if I see Bissouma start against West Ham.
I think he will start.
He will start.
Look, when it comes to Ange Postecoglou, and I hope that they, you look at the attitude and the drive and that they had in the second half, complete night and day to the first half. We've seen this trend under Conte, we've seen it under Jose, we've seen it under Nuno, and I hope anyone that was blaming Ange for that, maybe has a look at that, the disparity in between both performances of both hats. How can a player just switch it on like that? Ow. If they were having an off day, they would have continued having an off day in the second half. They didn't. They were able to switch it just like that. That ain't all on Ange Postecoglou. So I'd encourage a lot of people to look at that and not blame Ange for absolutely everything that goes on. And he deserves a lot of credit today. He got ripped apart at half-time, got ripped apart in the first half. He made that substitution at half-time. He learnt from the Fulham game. Something he should have done at the Fulham game was made subs earlier. He didn't do it. He learnt from that today. He made a sub at half-time and impacted the game. And he deserves a lot of credit for that in that regard. And the substitutions he made during the game, bringing off Maddison and Sarr, a lot of them would have been unpopular substitutions, but it worked. And he deserves a lot of credit in that regard, Nick. So people asking, how Ange doesn't affect anything through the game, or can he? He did today.
He definitely did today, man. And Android 890 on the same kind of topic, though. Subs too late again. I would have said subs too late against Fulham, definitely. But I think that he had a plan in his head of what he did. And thank God you put it on me. I wanted to see a sub at the half. I don't think that was too late. I don't think he needed to pull anybody off during the first half. That would have been against the grain without a doubt. But he was bold enough to say, okay, I'm taking somebody off during this break right now. And we're going to change the game that way. And then I'll make my changes, progressively as things go forward, I think now maybe he's getting a little bit more comfortable with the fact that the team knows that he's going to have to do that when he has to, and he will do that, and expect him to do that. It's up to you to have to show why you have to stay on that pitch.
No, 100%, 100%. He's given it. It'd be interesting to see whether he rewards a Bentancur or a Celso, Tuesday night and drops a Sarr or a Maddison. My bets, I thought Sarr was actually good today. I think it'd be more Maddison that's being in danger of being dropped, but I do think he'd benefit from it. Similarly, maybe Kulu could benefit from being taken off at half-time today. Nobody likes being taken off at half-time. And especially when your team goes on and wins and turns it around, because it makes it look like everything is absolutely your fault. So hopefully it's giving Kulu that tiger in his eyes, to come out here for the last 9 games and, react to it. Same as James Maddison, that's why Ange made them substitutions today. But I do think he deserves praise in that aspect. He learned lessons from the Fulham game, which is what we ask for. Surfer says Højbjerg wants out. Look, he does, and that's why I don't think Ange will give him that opportunity. That's why I think we will still keep seeing Bissouma being rolled out there. Look, Bissouma was actually a lot better second half, to give the guy credit. He's a lot more involved in the second half. But again, why would we wait until half time? That's what's annoying.
Yeah, man, and it's outside of it, and that's the way it has to be. Is each player on that field? I mean, if we're top of the league by a canter, then I guess the starting 11 should just feel comfortable. But everybody in that team should not feel comfortable right now, and unless we're at the top of the league. Anybody could be switched out for anybody at any time. And that's the way it should be, especially under this system. The only people that I could say that isn't the case for is our back line right now, because we don't have the people to come in fill in those positions right now. But everybody in that front line, Son included, man. And I know you don't take out Son. He's back there for a reason, man. He watches over my shoulder, keeps me safe from harm for a reason, because I love the guy. But even him, man, Richie's there as a number 9 when needed, man. Everybody is movable. And this is the way Ange wants to play, and I agree with it.
No, 100%. Look, I agree with it. For me, there's a lot more adapting to do, in terms of, and that'll happen over the summer with more rotation in the squad and stuff like that. I mean, Jazzy Fusion, I think, says there, he says he doesn't care if 20 could go, and it wouldn't phase him. Stephen Wilson says Højbjerg has fire and skill. Look, what I like about Højbjerg is he doesn't take the obvious pass. He does show a bit of a passing range, which I think would help Bissouma at times if he could make them passes and stuff like that. Who else have we got here? Who else is saying stuff?
My question to you is, at the beginning of the year, if Højbjerg was the nailed-on 6, would you start him throughout the season in that position? Is he good enough? Is he the guy you want in that position? I mean, I don't dislike Højbjerg at all. I know he wants to leave. I know he wants to play regular first-team football, which he should. Absolutely. There are teams, very good teams, that would take him on. It's just this isn't the team right now for him,
Yeah, look, with Højbjerg, I just don't think he has the robustness that Postecoglou likes, and I think that's what it comes down to. I think Højbjerg he's a good sprayer of the ball, he gets stuck in, but he's not a guy that can make up 15, 20 yards in 0.1 seconds, and that's what Ange Postecoglou wants in his midfield, because they have a lot of work to do in terms of getting back and forth, supporting both sides of the game. And Højbjerg just doesn't have that in him for a full 90 minutes. And I think, unfortunately, that's why we won't see more of him. But he's been a good impact sub-player off the bench for us in games this season. A lot of what he's done off the bench has gone unnoticed. But unfortunately, I think his time at Tottenham has come to the end this summer. I think they've probably already agreed to maybe part ways. Fifth Element says Radu was solid but needs to communicate more. I think he grew into the game a bit in the second half near the end. But, my God, if he makes us nervy on the ball, you can imagine how nervous he makes everyone else around him. And I do think it's a bit of a problem. He can't use his left foot. It's very easy to read. And when he is forced on his left foot, he looks very shaky. Couple of clearances there where you just got to put your foot through it. He shanks them and stuff like that.
I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt on that one too, because there are reasons. You just said there are reasons why he may not look as confident as he should, and that it's not his position. He's new. There's a plethora of reasons. I mean, I'm not going to make my decision on him until next season at all.
Look, I'm not. I think the rest of this season is just about getting him some minutes. Making him feel comfortable and stuff like that. And over the course of pre-season, when Ange, has time to really hone in on him, work on him out, get a coach to work with him one-on-one and stuff like that, you will see a dramatically more improved player. But he can't play. He can't play Tuesday night against West Ham, especially at left-sided centre-back. He just can't. Lastly, but not leastly, Nick, some people are mentioning Werner in the chat. We'll speak about this, and then we'll call it an evening because I have to get over to Chris Cowlins.
Man.
What do you make of Werner's performance? I sort of think it's frustrating. He gets into great positions, but just that end product again is what lets him down.
I mean, it's like he's 50% of a player, because it's exactly the way we should be playing. He's getting the service. He and Udogie have figured out how to play with each other, how to overlap with each other, how to get the ball forward. Even the long balls going out to him are correct. It's just what happens in that final third when we need them. It just isn't there. And you know what? Are we making too much of that? I mean, I guess history would say no because of how he's done other teams. I mean, is he doing the right job? Is he doing the job that we need him to do? I kind of think, yeah, sort of he is. I mean, if we just expected to just don't shoot, just don't, whatever it is, make it a pass, make it in whatever, let it be somebody else's responsibility. Would we get more out of him? It's a really, really tough one, man, because I'm still on the fence about whether to take him on for next season or not. But I mean, the last 2 games in particular, in mine, I go no. I go, no, he doesn't need. We youngsters could be taking up the spot on the bench. Other people deserve those wages. Man, it's a tough one, man. That's at least I'm not Ange
For
right
me, I
now.
think the decision has to be made. You can either have Werner or Johnson. I don't think you can have two players that are
Mhm.
that blow very hot and cold. I don't think you can do that. So for me, it's one or the other. Look, I'm still trying to work out whether Werner was just a guy to cover Sonny while he was away and stuff like that, or whether there is a long-term sort of plan with him here at Tottenham Hotspur. It'd be very interesting to see. But again, he could have
He's
cost
not the
back into the
starter.
game in the
He's not
first
a
half.
starting solution, without a doubt. Any way you slice it,
Yeah.
in a pinch, he's going to do the job and he's going to follow
We
instructions.
don't need players that'll just do a job, though.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. And if he's okay sitting on the bench, coming in case of an emergency or when we need fresh legs when we're tired out at the end of the game, okay, I think it's probably great in that position. But he's not the answer.
Yeah, look, I have my doubts about him, I mean, it's just them moments. Like, first half, he had a great opportunity, takes it on the wrong foot, it's little moments like that that could have made today easier, and stuff like that. And I just find it a bit frustrating with him. I just think we need a bit more genuine quality in the forward areas. Scoring goals, they say, is the hardest thing to do in football, and it is. It's the hardest thing to do in football, and you just
The
need
hardest thing
someone
for our team.
yeah, especially for our team. And you need someone that's just a bit more clinical. Look, let's wait and see how Werner does for these next 9 games. But let's wait and see what happens. But guys, we are going to call it there. I will be back with plenty more content. Don't worry about that. I'll have a Twitter reacts out for you guys for tomorrow morning. And then also, you'll have all your pre-game stuff for West Ham coming out and stuff like that for West Ham on Tuesday night. And speaking of Devil, we also have Jack
Hey, it's Big
Nicky.
Jack.
Says, had a feeling Luton were going to give us a game. They were very good at taking the sting out of the game. I was getting really frustrated with them near the end, Jacko. Their time wasting was absolutely expert. But I just feel like we should be like that was a Luton team with like Benny was missing. Their captain Lochner was missing. There's a lot of players there that were missing. This was half a Luton team. We should be doing it a lot more convincingly than what we did today. But one thing I will give Luton is they got plenty of heart, they got plenty of fight, and they got plenty of spirit. And that can be difficult to overcome at times. But look, Jack, we got the 3 points on the board, and it sets us up nicely for Tuesday, my man.
Yeah, man, enjoy your holiday, Jacko. Without a doubt, without a doubt. Apparently, King Hoddle's on your case right now, man. Callan started 10 minutes ago, apparently.
Oh, yeah,
But
don't worry. I already told him that.
that's
I'd be
just the
running
intro,
late.
man. He's waiting for the heavy hitter to come and make his guest appearance pretty soon. So don't worry about that.
Look, I already told him that I'd be running late anyway. He knows that. So do not worry about that. But look, guys, we are going to call it a day here. Everyone, thank Nick for jumping into Jack's seat today and doing an absolute stellar job with me. I really appreciate your company.
I'm basically the Ben Davies of the Irish Hotspur community.
You're better than Ben Davies. I would like
you don't want to have to put me in, but I'm there just in case.
No, I'd like to think you're a bit more like a Bentoncourt, you're
Gotcha.
you can still come in and add a bit of class. You're much better than Ben Davies, Nick.
Thanks, man. Without a broken toe.
But look, guys, make sure you get in the chat there and say a massive thank you to Nick. He's been a worthy replacement, and it's great having your company today, Nick. I really did enjoy that. Even though it was stressful for large periods, we got the win, and that's all that matters. Guys, like I said, plenty more stuff coming out for you guys, so stay tuned here. It hasn't stopped. Look, last thing I would say before we end off is not the prettiest of results, but we ground away. We kept going. That old famous motto, we never stop, rang true again today. Another thing we learned, you never ever take off, Sonny. What else would I say? Is not the prettiest, but we've 3 points on the board. Villa go into their game with pressure and 9 games to go. Let's see what happens. Come on, you Spurs. In the mighty hands we trust. We never stop. Let's go. Now, how do I end the show?